Hey, everybody. It's that time again. It's time for Taco Tuesday. So sit back, relax, grab yourself some snacks, and undo those slacks because Taco Tuesday starts now, man. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Taco Tuesday. I'm your host with the most that likes enchilada sauce on my toast. Hebrew 77, along with Sandy Diva and Splatter 420.
I'm throwing up the stickers so that people know it's definitely not Shifty Sunday after the intro.
That's right.
It's Taco Tuesday.
I gotta send you that intro.
You do.
Man. I'll tell you what, guys, this is gonna be a special night. How special? I don't know. But what I do know is it's gonna be special.
That's what you just said. Yes. It's going to be special. We've got comparisons to make, debunkings to do. Fun all around, right? Right?
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. Who do we got in here right now?
Look at it all.
So far.
Right.
We got
You
Parody
need
Mike.
music? Okay.
Looks like pushing buttons. Looks like why do I always get this guy's name wrong? Daniel Riffle?
Riffle. You said we got Parody Mike looks like pushing buttons.
Did I?
Uh-huh.
Well, I didn't mean it that way. I mean, I meant to space it out and say, and it looks like pushing buttons.
I know. I know what you meant.
Mm-hmm. That's funny.
It was funny. That's all.
Kitty, catty, whack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. I think I just mixed two of them there. I don't know.
Nope, you were correct.
Oh, cool. Good old David's in here, man. Logan Freeman, I mean. That's
Josh is here.
Josh is here.
Oh, and Mr. Super's here too.
And
No way.
Mr. Super Sidewinder.
Let's see.
These guys, you know what? They're starting to pile in now.
Yes, they are here. And the mind is here, forging the flesh. Thank you for that compliment, the mind. That was very nice. He said he didn't realize how much he liked my voice until I did my short with the voiceover.
Oh,
Yes.
I guess I'm just used to your voice.
Me too. I'm used to it now.
Me
I
too.
hated it. I hated hearing it at first.
Oh, yeah, that does happen.
Yeah.
But you know what? I've been kind of used to it because years ago, before there was even internet, before there was even Google, before any of this ever existed, when I was a little kid, I would say around age 7, age 8, I used to take a tape recorder and I would record myself doing fake commercials.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, we used to record ourselves all the time on a tape recorder, but that still sounded different than this does.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because we're older.
No, not even you have that media tape sound, which added to your voice. And this is crystal clear.
Yeah.
That's
See what I'm
true.
saying? It's different.
But
Oh, my brother and
No.
his friends used to love my DJ stuff.
oh yeah, I used to do that too. I used to pretend to be a DJ.
Yep. And make my own commercials, like you said. Yeah, I did all that.
Now, see, man, that's the thing that is truly gone, and kids will never know the pure joy of just, you know, having just stuff like that, like playing, like doing that, or you know, pretending, playing store, or playing house, or something, you know, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
That kids just don't have the imagination for anymore because they don't have to think, because
Billy Bomb.
their tablets and stuff does all the thinking for them.
Yeah. Billy
Basically.
Bob's new and used speakers. Come on down. Yeah.
I remember we used to sit around and just make up games, like, you know, it was creative stuff like that. Like we would just make up games and just, you know, play outside all day long. And
Oh, yeah.
now, with that being said, I did watch a lot of TV when I was a kid. I remember having that luxury of being able to watch a lot of TV, but
Yep.
especially in the 1990s, because we had a lot more by then. Like we had a TV in every room in the house. Like I remember that. And I had my own TV.
Bathroom, too?
Well, not the bathroom. Okay, maybe not every room in the house.
But that's where the extra phone was.
Did you just say that's where the extra phone was?
Yeah.
We did
Yeah.
not have a phone in the bathroom either.
Now, in the 90s, when the cordless phones came out, or not when they came out, but when they were cheaper to the general public, I should say. My mom, like I can remember my mom having a cordless phone. And it was the first time I ever seen a cordless phone.
With the white one with the metal antenna.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, that's so weird, man. Like we went from that to basically having a handheld computer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just wild to think that I saw a video, I think it was just today, where this guy was talking about, you know, we used to watch TV, like we had TVs that were these square boxes. And I mean, they're still square boxes, but they're more like they're rectangle.
Yeah, now they're rectangle. Yep.
But I mean,
Theater screen.
You know, we missed a lot of stuff by not having everything in HD, but we didn't miss it because we didn't know any better. Like that's all we knew. And could you imagine today, like if that's all you had in your house?
What?
How much I mean, even though we grew up that way, it's like,
We just the one television in the living room, and that's it.
yeah, I remember that.
That's the way I was raised. Yeah.
But
No. I never had one television.
Really?
Yeah, really. We always had the big TV on the floor in the living room. My mom had a black and white TV in the kitchen, and they gave my Uncle Vincent had a TV in his room, and because my Uncle Vincent lived with us.
Oh wow.
That's the thing. We had the same kind of thing. Like that was another thing is I don't know how it is in the cities or whatever, but in the smaller town, like small towns, you had neighbors. If a neighbor got a new TV, they would usually offer you their old TV.
Oh, not
So,
where I lived.
but I mean, that's kind of more of a small town type of thing.
I mean, I lived in a small suburb. I mean, I lived in a suburb. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
You
my
set the new
parents,
TV. Yeah.
my parents talked to the neighbors on the left and the right, and that was about it. The woman across the street, my mom had a falling out with. She was friends with her for a little while. She had a falling out with her. So it was just the neighbors to the left and to the right, and they were older. And my mom made me call them aunt and uncle. So they no relation whatsoever.
Oh.
But it was Aunt Joanne on the right and Aunt Florence and Uncle Neil on the left. And that was all they talked to.
There's a grumpy lady across the street.
The lady across the street was her age. They just had a falling out, you know?
Oh, I'm just saying. The grumpy lady.
Guys, wrong show, Woo.
What?
All right. I did grab a donut in case Woo showed up. Here's a donut for you, Woo. This is Hebrew show. Taco Tuesday.
I like the drippy donut. I like it.
That's why I grabbed that one for you, because I know you like the drippy donut. So it reminds you of like. So Astral said it reminds him of either Ren and Stimpy or Beavis and Butthead.
Liquid Television. Remember Liquid Television?
Yeah, that's where Aeon Flux came from.
Yeah.
What's Liquid Television?
Oh man, you don't remember Liquid Television? There was Beavis and Butthead.
It was MTV.
Elon Flux and what was the other one? Dora? Not Dora.
That was later.
It might have ran under a different name up here.
What was her name? Diarrhea? Daria. Yeah.
Daria.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's what Beavis and Butthead called her, diarrhea.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I used to watch Beavis and Butthead.
MTV.
MTV was MTV back then, because even those shows, like even Beavis and Butthead, had music videos.
Yeah,
like
right.
That was the whole deal. They told
yeah, they had those skits in between videos.
Wasn't the platypus dude or the duck dude on there? And what about Dr. Katz? Was that Liquid Television too, or no?
Was Comedy Central, I do believe.
Oh, that was Comedy Central.
Yep.
But no, there was a duck.
Duckman?
Maybe.
Duckman was on USA though.
Powdered toast, man.
Jason Alexander did his voice.
No, there was something else. There's something. I'm thinking of something else.
Okay.
It had like the same look. You know what I'm saying? That look. The Liquid Television cartoon look.
Oh,
the MTV cartoon. Yeah. The MTV cartoon look, not the Liquid Television. Because I think of AM Flux. But I'm going to look it up. You guys keep talking.
Oh, we are. Man. Do you know what I remember when I was a kid? They had this thing on USA Network. It was called the Cartoon Express. And
oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt. Silcola keeps asking the same question over and over again, and I don't know what she's talking about.
What is it?
What do you think that entity said? What entity?
The giant eyeball?
Huh?
I'm confused.
I am too. That's why I had to interrupt you, because she was asking over and over again, and I had no idea what it was referring to.
Maybe Puck knows.
Yeah, Puck Elf might know.
Ask Puck.
It used to be cool.
Stick figure theater. I remember that.
Stick figure theater.
Yeah, but wait, hold on. There are cartoons in Liquid Television that I do not remember.
Hit me with them.
Okay.
What?
Crazy Daisy Ed, Dog Boy, and the Max.
I think I remember Dog Boy. That sounds familiar. But those other ones, I have no idea. I'm kind of lost on the other ones.
I have to see them. Maybe I recognize the animation, but not the names. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy Daisy Ed. Pushing buttons says.
What the heck's that?
I don't remember that.
Ed, and it part of the Ed, and Eddie? I don't know.
I remember Ed, and Eddie on Cartoon Network, yeah. I used to love that show. I liked that one. I liked Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Dog, cat?
Cat dog, you mean?
Cat, whichever. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed. I think that was Nickelodeon.
I'm looking up Crazy Daisy Ed.
But you know what, though?
What?
Ren and Stimpy were on MTV at one time, and then they were bought by Nickelodeon.
I did not know that.
Yeah, because it wasn't originally intended to be for children, obviously. Like Rubber Nipple Man, and what was the other character? That was so funny.
Powdered Toast Man.
You don't remember Rubber Nipple Man? Ren and Stimpy?
Oh, that's so long ago. Come on.
And then there was the guy that came out in the robe, but all you could see was his legs, and he had a pipe. And he was like, no, sir. Nope. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Yeah. That rings a bell. Yeah.
And then there was Log. Remember the Log commercial?
Yes, Log.
It's Log. It's Log. It's big. It's heavy. It's wood.
Oh yeah, Log. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I always used to think that wasn't too far off of the presents my parents
That
bought
was
me. Log.
Those days, man. Those days are long gone.
Log gone.
And the thing is, you had to be there at the time because there was no, unless you were good at programming a VCR, there was no way. Like there was no TiVo, there was no rewind, there's none of that, So it was like,
Well, yeah. Unless you recorded it yourself. Yeah.
now you can pretty much get, watch whatever you want. But here's the problem with that too. A lot of it that's digital now, they took a lot of stuff out and edited a lot of that stuff because a lot of it wasn't what do they call that? It wasn't woke. What do they call that?
It was offensive.
Yeah.
To people today. Because they got to go and ruin everything in the past because they got to make it acceptable for now.
That's pretty ridiculous.
I noticed, like I've been watching the old WWF stuff on Netflix, and there was a midget match, like it was a mixed tag match. It was midgets and the big guys, and they took out the word midget. And I'm like, but they left it in the subtitles. It was weird. They didn't bleep it out. They just removed it completely. But
Yeah, they don't know what to call little people.
well, here's the thing: did little people petition for this? Was
Probably
it the
not.
little people that got upset and went, "Hey, you know what? We prefer to be called dwarves now, or we prefer to be called little people now." I think it was mostly white women, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No
Like
idea.
liberal white women.
Yeah,
That's
the people. Yeah, the ones that get offended by everything think that everybody else must be offended by something, right?
yep. Yep.
Just because everything offends them, they figure that everybody's offended about at
And
least something.
what's insulting about it is when you think about it, it's almost like they think that the minority that they're so-called defending are being offended, they think that they're too stupid to speak for themselves.
And just because they're not really offended, like they are.
Well, no, yeah, I know. I'm saying it's kind of odd. Like we're the racist ones, but they're the ones like
taking all the
saying we're doing this in the name of virtue.
Ken's offended. Oh no.
What do they call that? Virtue signaling.
Yep. That's what they call it.
I remember the whole Aunt Jemima controversy. And that was like, well, wait a minute. Wait. And I know we've had this conversation before, but it's like, so you mean to tell me you're going to take an actual person and you're going to erase their history, a person of color, mind you, who was probably thrilled, who actually probably said that they liked having themselves represented on TV, and you're going to take them away and then make just make it the generic whatever the company's name is, and you're going to leave people. See, here's where my conspiracy antennas kick in. Like they left people like the Colonel Sanders, Kentucky Fried Chicken, the Quaker Oats man, the gosh, there's a bunch of white ones. There was a bunch of white people that they left on products, but they took away Aunt Jemima. What was that butter?
Mrs. Buttersworth.
Oh
Mrs.
no, not
Butterworth.
no,
Mrs.
she's still around. No, Uncle Ben. They took away Uncle Ben, I think, right? Is he gone?
Yep. Aunt Jemima. I thought they were the only two.
There was the Indian. Sorry.
Oh,
Indian.
Land O'Lakes.
Yeah.
The native.
So they're gonna do all that. So here's where my conspiracy brain kicks in.
Indian.
These are people who are the actual racist people who are trying to erase the race. I get the history, basically, of these actual people who made history. That was history, by the way. There wasn't really too many minorities being represented on cereal boxes and on pancake syrup and stuff like that. Not to mention the football teams like the Redskins, they changed that. And the actual Native Americans weren't the ones that were offended.
No, it was fine for years. No one cared because it was already there. Like Yeah.
But here's my conspiracy: it's like, are they in my head, I'm thinking their plan was that all along. It's like the KKK hidden in plain sight. Like, how do I word this correctly? It's kind of like they're doing all this agenda of taking away people of color, minorities off of advertisement, and leaving all the white iconic, what you want to call it, on the boxes and on the brands. So are they secretly like a new KK group that's secretly erasing all of that, all of the minority history on, you know what I'm saying? Like, and replace, or not replacing, but leaving the white ones on the boxes. I'm just saying, it's possible.
You lost me in your story.
I've thought about this for a long time, like kind of like the ones that run Antifa that say we're doing this for African Americans, but they weren't doing it was all political. It was all political agenda. Black Lives Matter and Antifa, all politically motivated, all political agendas. And if I'm not mistaken, all run by white liberals.
Oh yeah, Black Lives Matter was started by a white guy.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. It's so condescending and racist. It cracks me up. The ones that are always screaming racist don't like they're just using anything they don't like is racist, but the real racist stuff they never call out. Like, how condescending is it that that white liberal men and women seem to think that people of color cannot do things, and I'm saying people of color because I don't want to say, or black and brown, whatever you want to say, it doesn't matter. Anyone that's not white can't do things for themselves without their help. How condescending and racist is that?
Very.
Like, we need to make a group, Black Lives Matter, so that they can get what they need and the respect they deserve. No, they get respect by earning it like everybody else. It's the problem is that they see everybody as a group instead of individuals. That's the problem. Everyone is an individual. You're responsible for yourself, how you represent yourself. The problem is they are constantly trying to divide people into groups.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's the divide and conquer scenario.
Yes, divide and conquer, exactly. And the more boxes you can be put into, the more likely you are to be conquered. And that almost happened to us. We came this freaking close. This close.
Yeah, pretty close.
What?
Pretty close.
Pretty close.
And the whole shame of it all.
Pretty close to what?
Yes.
Falling as a country or what? Huh?
They took people with them. Like, that's what started all that. They took people with them. And what I mean by they took people with them is the people who did all that took that message to the schools and filled young people's heads with all that garbage. And if I'm not mistaken, it all began with critical race thinking. I mean, critical race theory is what started that all.
No, critical race theory was added. I mean, yeah, it's been around, but businesses and schools started putting it in practice after the fact. It wasn't until 2020 that I started hearing about critical race theory all the time, like in schools and stuff.
2020. And what happened in 2020?
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
We were at the peak of dividing into boxes. The peak. 2020, I would say 2020 to 2022, maybe 2020 to 2023. It was the peak of dividing into boxes. You know, you're this, and this. Instead of just saying you're an American.
Yeah.
Or a human. I would still say an American because we have laws that govern us here. So that's why we divide ourselves by country. Because, again, we have laws that we all must follow.
My opinion
Mm-hmm.
is that the language that is being used divides. Okay, because even the word race, like when you say race, you know, most people think about, you know, color, or they think about, you know, what is it I'm wanting to say? Not different, not like color and creed and all that
Okay,
stuff.
wait. I think I know what you're trying to say.
No, wait a
So,
minute.
well, okay. I thought you were going somewhere else, and then you took a right turn. So, okay, go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I was saying is the language that is used is race, but really we're all part of one race, the human race. So when you think about it, the human race would include everybody.
Well, yes, but you did take a right turn. You were absolutely correct in saying that we are divided by language. So, like Italians who live in Italy, the country of Italy, speak Italian.
Correct.
The French speak French. See what I'm saying? And I'm sorry. Yes, we speak English, but it's American English. It is different from England English.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Just
and
like
yeah, of
French-
course, there's dialects and there's local slang and words, stuff like that. But regardless,
the Canadian French is different than the other French.
a Canadian French is different than regular French, right? So what I'm trying to say is, like, everyone in America can understand, most people who are speaking American English in America. We are divided by language. And that's why we are Americans. You see what I'm saying? It is a box to divide us that makes sense. There are boxes that make sense. Male, female, American, Canadian, European, if you want to go European. But see, I think that's Americans being lazy and saying European instead of Italian, French, Dutch. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. But then there's boxes that are not necessary, like black, white, non-binary.
Oh goodness.
I even don't care about heterosexual, homosexual. It's not necessary. I don't care. It's none of my business. Like, really, like, I still think those are unnecessary boxes. Necessary are male and female. Why are they necessary? Because males and females have different medical issues that need to be treated. I just watched a Sydney Watson video, and I completely identify with her with this video, what happened to her. She said, she starts out the video saying how the reason why she didn't upload any videos, she thought she was going to die. As she said. She said the wall of pain that hit her for hours is unlike anything she's experienced, and she's had appendicitis, and it was up there and worse. It was constant pain. And she was vomiting and she felt dizzy and lightheaded and couldn't move. She was walking hunched over. And I'm like, she is describing my life from the age of 10 until 39 years old. Every single month, that was my life. Unbelievable pain to the point where you can't even stand up for 2 days a month. Like, I was vomiting. I remember one time the pain was so bad, it woke me up in the middle of the night, and I went out to the living room and got on our rocking recliner, and I was just rocking on it, trying to make the pain go away, or try to deal with the pain. Feeling nauseous, my head was pounding, and I kept falling asleep, still feeling the pain, and dreaming about my job at the time, which was working at Friendly's, scooping ice cream. And I'm like, oh my God, this is hell. I'm in hell. I'm in pain, scooping ice cream.
Oh, wow.
It's horrible. It was horrible. It was so bad that I still remember it to this day. But turns out she had a ruptured ovarian cyst. I've had 5 of them. So I know that pain it's the same. It feels the same to me. What I went through every month, and then a ruptured ovarian cyst felt exactly the same to me, except a ruptured ovarian cyst also for me, and it can be different depending on the person. But for me, it felt like, the monthly thing, but it also had sharper pains that happened sporadically amongst that wall of pain that just never let up. But the point is, and this is a point she makes at the end, a man will never experience that. Just like they will never experience childbirth. How insulting is it to say that you are a woman when you are a man simply because you put some makeup on and grow your hair long and put on a dress?
I was wondering
How insulting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It diminishes what we go through as women. Like, not every woman goes to that, don't get me wrong. But, like, when I think about how much pain I experienced, I was in so much pain, and the doctors did not take me seriously, so they told me just to take Advil. Took Advil, like they said. And then a Rudis KT. That was a medication on the market. It was ketoprofen. You weren't allowed to take it unless you were 15 or 16. Like, do not give children under 15, 16. So I graduated from ibuprofen to Rudis KT. It's not on the market anymore. And by the age of 25, I had tore a hole in my stomach from so much Advil.
Oh my gosh.
So, and all through high school, I had to go to summer school. Literally just to go in the auditorium and sit there, because I wasn't in summer school because of my grades. I was in summer school because I missed too many days because of the pain, not being able to stand up and get out of bed. So I just went there to sit, to make up the days so I could move to the next grade. See what I'm saying?
Can I
The point
say
is-
one thing though?
Yeah.
I think sometimes boxes are necessary.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say.
Like,
The boxes for male and female are necessary because there is distinct differences, including medical and how you are treated, the conditions that you can have. I had ovarian cancer. You will never have ovarian cancer.
no, but
I
can
have no risk of testicular cancer.
right.
You see what I'm saying? So for a man to say, I am a woman because they put on women's clothes, makeup, and hair, it's so demeaning and disrespectful to women. It just is. It's disrespectful because you are not a woman. You are a trans woman. That's okay. I'm okay with that. because that's delineating you as different, and that's fine. But you are not the same as me. You will never go through what I went through. So there
Yeah.
are boxes that are necessary, but race, no. I don't think there might be. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a medical condition where only white people can get it.
Well,
There are medical
actually,
conditions where it's more likely to be, like, white people are more likely to have this, black people are more likely to have that. I
yes,
do know that. Like lupus, I think black people, it's more
high
common.
blood pressure or bad cholesterol, I should say. Bad
Right.
cholesterol. Black males, it's a proven fact that they have worse cholesterol than white males.
Okay, well, but here's the thing. With all these boxes that we're talking about right now, male, female, black, white, whatever, these are boxes that we can visually see.
Oh yeah. Yep.
The only time a box would actually be needed is if someone's trying to, like I said, it like a trans woman. If you're a passing trans, like take Blair White, she needs to specify that she's a trans woman. See what I'm saying? Because that's different healthcare. But everything else, I mean, obviously, if a white person, you said a black male is a white, which one has the high cholesterol?
The black male.
The black male. They might start testing when a black male is in a doctor's office. They might start testing for high cholesterol at a younger age. I don't know. I'm making this up. I'm not a doctor, but
Right, we should clarify that.
mhm.
We're
But
not.
what I'm saying is, okay, go
We're
ahead.
not medical physicians. This is just merely our opinions.
And experiences.
Correctly. Yep.
So what I'm trying to say is that, bless you.
Oh,
What I'm
wow.
trying to say is, though,
Yes.
everyone eventually gets tested for cholesterol, though. What I'm saying is, are there specific conditions that only affect specific races?
Ugh.
I don't
I
think
would
there
imagine
is.
so. Yeah.
Ugh.
I would imagine so.
I would imagine no, because then
Right.
that
Well, what
challenges we're all human. Like we're all the human race. Because if that were the case, then there should be conditions that affect all of us.
There is. There's conditions that affect white. Are you okay down there?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I'm okay, I guess, yeah.
All right. I was just wondering because
I'm Googling.
Going crazy over there. Well, like for example, let's talk about skin pigmentation. Like,
No, there's no known disease which only affects one specific race. That's what I thought. No known diseases affect one specific race. You're talking about vitiglio. White people can get vitiglio too, and their skin turns like albino white.
but an African American or black or whatever has less chance of getting skin cancer than a white person.
I'm not talking about less chance or more chance. I'm saying there's no disease that affects just black people. There's no disease that affects just white people. Sure, a disease may affect white people more than black people, but it can affect both. There is no disease that is known that affects only one race. So specifying race is not necessary whatsoever. It's just not. It was introduced in England to be used. They used it as a way to control people, to put people into boxes and divide them. That is why the whole race thing started. Let me fact check myself.
I don't disagree with you. I said I'm just saying there should be no races, but the human race is all one race.
I know you agree. I just want to make sure I'm correct.
But I
17th and 18th century, originating in Europe and the Americas, it was developed to justify colonization.
Hmm. But I
Late
definitely-
16th century is when it started. The term race began appearing in England, initially referring to lineage or ethnic groups rather than solely skin color. In the mid 17th century, it was formalizing racial distinctions based on skin color, legally separating white people from black enslaved people to prevent alliances amongst laborers.
What?
So there were poor white people that were laborers as well, that were like indentured servants, also slaves. You gotta remember, every race was enslaved at one point or another. So it was to prevent them from ganging up together to fight against their slave owners and captors. So that's when they started separating by skin color.
But here's the thing I don't understand. Okay, if you want to talk about race to me should be okay. So like Italians and Irish and whatever, they're all considered to be white people. But I don't think that should be in a box either. Like it should be. Why aren't there different? I know that's called nationalities, and I get that, but why wouldn't Italians be a race if Mexicans are a race? I don't understand how that works.
Oh, because they say Italian is European. You're talking about regions.
Right.
Mexican
But I'm
is
saying-
Mexican is from people from Mexico, from a region. It's not the race.
Whack-a-mole.
But isn't
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying they're under Latino,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mexican or Latino, because they just lump everybody as European. That's why I said Americans do that.
Okay.
Um,
I've
Really quickly, I have to answer something in the chat. Odin says, not true. Sickle cell anemia only affects black people. And I'm going to say that's not true. White people can have sickle cell anemia and sickle cell trait. While most common in African ancestry, it affects people globally, particularly those with ancestry from the Mediterranean, like Italians, Italy and Greece, Middle East, and South Asia. It is a genetic, non-contagious condition that can affect anyone if both parents carry the trait.
I heard the same thing what he's saying also.
It is rare for white people. About 3 in 1,000 newborns are born with sickle cell anemia. White newborns.
But I did hear the cholesterol one. Like, where did I hear that from? I think I heard it.
Which one?
But I don't know if that, like, we didn't look that up.
What did you say? I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, the cholesterol thing I was talking about. We didn't look that up.
Oh, hold on.
I want to make sure that I'm not saying things that are, medical misinformation.
White and Asian Americans have higher rates of cholesterol, not black people. So you had it backwards.
I had it backwards, right?
However, specific ethnic subgroups. So now you're breaking Asian down into other boxes. Indians, Filipinos, Japanese, and Vietnamese have a higher prevalence of bad cholesterol, while South Asians also are at higher risk. non-Hispanic Asian men have the highest rates of cholesterol among men, but white women have the highest among women.
Oh, wow.
So there's that. But everybody can have high cholesterol.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to say. There are no diseases that affect just one race because we are the human race. All the diseases affect us. It's just there are diseases. The most important delineation is male and female. Because there are
I think a lot
diseases
of
that
people
affect
get-
men that don't affect women and vice versa.
I think a lot of people get the diseases confused with their country of origin. A lot of times, too, like, you know, when the AIDS crisis first started, if I'm not mistaken, it was more, there were more Africans from actual, like, not just black people, but African people from Africa that had
Hold
the
up.
higher.
I'm Googling.
Yeah,
Because there were a lot of, you know, we were told a lot of things. So
right, yeah.
I think you're right, though. Okay. Let's see. Yes, you are correct. Based on data regarding the AIDS epidemic in the U.S., Black African Americans have been the most disproportionately affected racial group since the early years of the epidemic.
So now I knew I heard something about that. even a broken watch is right twice a day. You know.
That is true, Mustard Seed of Faith, especially if you work on controlling it, like anger management classes, therapy, or just, you know, telling yourself something like you're going too far, stop and take a deep breath, or remove yourself from the situation.
In fact, that's why Hitler, if I'm not mistaken, wanted to make a so-called pure race, was exactly the reason you're talking about, because they figured there would be less, not disease, but there would be more, like he believed that Europeans were more free of disease, or that they were more or less likely to have.
He would have done the opposite.
Yeah,
What do we
exactly.
see? Like, all right, for example, in Amish communities, they're starting to have a huge problem with children being born with physical and mental deformities and disabilities. And the reason being is everyone is related to everyone. There are cousins marrying cousins because there's no one that the young people are leaving.
It is in England too.
Yeah, there isn't diversity of the genetic pool. And that's Hitler would have removed the diversity of the genetic pool.
I mean, if you think about it, there's not one single one of us Or there might, I mean, besides, of course, full-blooded, like full-blooded Italians and full-blooded Africans and full-blooded so forth and so on. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're full-blooded American, yes.
There's not too many of us that don't have like a little bit of this or a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I have Irish, Italian. I'm sure I've got some Native American Indian in my bloodline somewhere. You know, there's just different things in there. And that's, you know, that's the way it is. And I'd like to add, and you might have to look this up for me, but didn't Sicily, like Sicilian, historically, wasn't that branched off from African descents?
I'm not sure. I think so.
In fact, I think there's a lot of I could be wrong. But I think a lot of like the early cavemen were African.
I mean, I've always heard that the Garden of Eden was in Africa.
That's what I always heard too. That's why I'm saying like that the earliest man was probably African. Or at least they weren't white. They weren't European, you know. Like because it was mostly desert. Like there was a lot of desert and our skin would have been brown to protect us from the deadly rays of the sun. Of course, here's the thing though. Adam and Eve were protected from all the elements while they were in the garden before they got kicked out of the garden. If I'm not mistaken. Because there was no death, so there would have been no need for any kind of evolution.
I got you.
Not evolution, but adaptation. Like they wouldn't have had to adapt. Like why would they? They're the first men and women.
All this because we were talking about separating people by race.
I know, right? That went off the rails fast.
Yeah, it did.
But I will balance out all this sober talk with. I actually have a couple stories. I want to get these things off of my chest. There's something I really want to talk about, and the reason for the show. We must mention this before we go to break.
I have the link ready to go. Just let you know.
What's that?
I have the link ready to go. I'll put it in the chat when you're done talking.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
No problem.
So the reason we're here tonight, besides doing a live stream, because I kind of owe you guys a live stream anyway, because I missed Sunday. But for those of you that remember Amazon Lion, and I think there are quite a bit in here that do, I don't know how much she wants me to reveal. She just wants everybody to know she's needing help. She's needing help with stuff like medical bills, and her car ain't doing so well. So if your car ain't doing so well, it's kind of hard to get yourself to the doctor. And so that's all part of it. It's transportation and medical bills. And we're trying to raise money for Amazon Lion tonight. aka Heather.
Oh,
Um,
Hebrew, do you want Splatter to share the screen? The
oh yeah,
fundraiser?
absolutely. Yeah.
Splatter, I'm going to send you the link in the private chat. Can you pull this website up, please? Splatter. Splatter.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Wake up, man.
The link's in the private chat
Okay.
so people can see what you're talking about. I figured it would just make more sense.
It will make more sense. Because there's a lot of people here that don't know who Amazon Lion is.
Well, maybe you should start with that. Start telling them who Amazon Lion is, like how she helped this show.
Amazon Lion was here for a while. She would do the memes, and she had a segment called Creepy Critters. And well, it's a long story, but she actually did the show with me before Sandy stepped in. Sandy would be a guest every once in a while, come on the show, but she really kind of stepped in and did a lot of. She does a lot for the show. Does a lot. Like right now, there wouldn't even be a show. But there she is. There's Amazon Lion, aka Heather. She's dealing with medical issues right now. I don't know if she wants me to go into the exact details. I can ask her, tomorrow or whatever. But because we will have another show. I don't know when we'll have another show, but we're going to have more shows to raise enough money. Can you make that bigger, splattered, like the words?
What words?
Those words and underneath the picture.
Oh. Oh.
Oh boy. What are we doing?
I don't know. Trying to make it bigger. That's the best. I know. I guess I can.
Oh, you better not press that.
It's right there. Scroll down.
Huh?
Scroll down. Those are the words above the purple box.
Over here?
Yeah, those
Get
are the
my-
words.
Get my magnifying glass out, but basically, well, there it is. That's good. That's really good. So Amazon Lion, aka Heather, is suffering through health issues, and she needs our help with doctor bills and transportation, stuff like that. With your help, she can get back on her feet. And I thank you all in advance. I really do. I know it says that on there, but I do thank you all in advance. And for those of you who cannot donate, I totally get it. The economy's in the sewer right now. Although it is going to get better. It's going to get better like fast. That's my opinion anyway. I think it's going to. Anyway, so I understand if you can't. But if you could do us a favor and leave this show a thumbs up.
No, share the fundraiser. That's what you need them to do.
I'm sorry, what's that?
Share the fundraiser.
And share the fundraiser, yeah.
There you go.
But if we give the show a thumbs up, that wouldn't hurt either.
That's true.
No one's even donated yet. You can still be the first donor.
But anything, any kind of support, it would be greatly appreciated. And like I said, it's not too often that I ask for money, and when I do, it's usually not for myself. It's usually for someone else, and that's the way I do my prayers too, by the way. But yeah, I mean, anything would be much help. I guess that's all I have to say on my end. Like I said, I don't usually like doing this stuff, but this is for a good friend. This is for a friend. She used to be a big part of Shifty Sunday. So, you know, just helping a friend here. Helping a friend. And there's the information right there, as you can see on the screen. The splatter is scrolling up and down through it. And I think what is the does it say the
What?
for some reason it says 400 and something, I think.
Huh?
Is the goal, but
I don't see a goal.
the long-term goal is going to be about $2,000 is what we're trying to raise. So again,
Oh, right there it is. Okay.
Bushin, I messaged you on Messenger. Sorry.
450, which is not it. That's not the correct amount. I'll get the correct amount. I'll get it straightened out.
You can just put like a high number that you like more than you need. It doesn't actually matter. Even if someone donated 500 right now, I'm not saying someone's going to. I'm saying let's pretend someone donated 500 right now. It would just say she met the goal, but donations can still go in until you close this.
And we'll do special things like Sandy does, the trophies and the donuts and stuff like that.
No, but not the donuts. We'll come up with something new. We'll come up with something special for this.
Oh, well, yeah, because donuts is your thing.
No, but I'm thinking like maybe like suns, like the logo. I'm trying to think of the logo or something, or lions. We could do lions for Amazon Lion.
Yeah, Amazon Lion. There you go.
Yeah.
But again, I thank you guys all in advance. I know you've been so much help, before in the past, and so I really appreciated that. And of course, you guys are always good help. On Sandy's show too. When we're trying to raise money for Sandy, really appreciate that as well. This is a really good. I feel like we have really good subscribers here, and they really have big hearts, and they really do care. And that's what I like about this versus other live streams. I really do think, like you and I, we have pretty much almost all the same subscribers, almost pretty much. And they're really good people. They really are. And I really do appreciate them.
Yeah. You just cut it out. Where'd you go?
Who, me?
Yeah. You just stopped talking. I mean, you just stopped talking.
Well, he was finished, I think.
I was leaving an opening for you to jump in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't catch the cue. But yeah, no. I do know that. Well, first of all, I do want to say, in case anyone's worried, I mean, it's a serious issue that she has. Obviously, she doesn't want to make it public. She would put it in here, but it's not cancer. So,
yeah,
I just want to make it clear: it's not cancer. She's okay. It's not life-threatening, correct, Hebrew?
It's not life-threatening, but these are in a spot. It's
quality of life affecting.
Yes.
Right? Yes. So it's not life-threatening, it's quality of life affecting. And so, yeah, like I said, it's serious, but it's not it's not cancer. That's all. That's something to be grateful for, and that's a blessing that's not cancer. but that doesn't mean she doesn't need help, is what I'm trying to say. So if you can help, medical bills pile up fast. And when you have like Medicaid, things like that, it's not always covered. You'd think with Medicaid, everything's covered, but like, for example, I can't see a doctor that's specifically for my condition. It's too much of a specialty. There's not that many doctors that treat my condition. And most of them are, actually, I would say all of them are not in my area. When you have Medicaid, you're limited to the area that you can see a doctor. In an emergency, like if you're traveling somewhere, yeah, in an emergency, you can go anywhere. But to get a doctor, a specialist, they must be in the provider area for your Medicaid. So I could not go to, I don't know, New Jersey to see a doctor, even though it's 7 minutes away. I can only see Philadelphia doctors. I would also need special permission to go outside of Philadelphia and Pennsylvania. Like you're limited. And when it comes to Medicaid, sometimes specific doctors just aren't covered and you're going to have to pay for them. Medications as well. And I know many of you, some of you don't have insurance at all. You know how fast medical bills can pile up. I mean, going back to watching Sydney Watson about her ruptured ovarian cyst, she does not know how much the bill is going to be yet, but she discussed this. The person who comes down to do the registration, who knows about she said off the bat, it's going to be at least $5,000 just for coming into the ER, getting a little bit of pain medication, and then on top of and a bed, and that was $5,000 just walking into the ER. And then the doctor's going to bill separately. The CT scan's going to bill separately. Everything gets billed separately. Well, it's kind of the same for doctors. You pay a fee for the doctor, but then if you need a blood test, you got to pay that separately. You need a scan, you got to pay for that separately. You need a surgery, you have to pay for that separately. And when you pay for the surgery, it's not just a surgery. You're paying the hospital, the surgeon, the anesthesiologist. They're all separate bills. So I don't think $450 is enough, honestly, Hebrew.
Well, no, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm definitely going to change that.
I mean, she does have Medicaid, though, correct?
I don't know. I don't think so.
She did. I don't know if she does.
She makes too much, I think, to see. That's the weird thing is she doesn't make all that much, but she makes just enough to like.
Well, you got to be like 250% below the poverty line or 300%, something like that. So, like when I was working, I didn't qualify for Medicaid either, and I was just working as a waitress.
Can I interrupt just for 1 second, though, please?
Yep.
I would like to thank D-Man 216. They said that they donated.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, hold on. For now, I don't have anything special right now, but I will give you a trophy up.
Hey, there you go.
And a dancing rabbit taco because it's just freaking adorable.
And it's Taco Tuesday. So
trophies up for D-Man, everyone. D-Man. Wow. Because I was about to say, I don't have donuts. Well, my brain does that sometimes. I'm making the banner for D-Man, guys. I'll still do I still have a thank you video I can do. Wait, that's not it. I was trying to edit it. Give me a minute. Will you edit? There we go. Okay, everyone. Like I said, trophies up, please, for D-Man 216. Thank you very much, D-Man. I think I only have one thank you video. I have two. I think that one's appropriate. Don't you?
Oh yeah, man.
Which
But
one?
thank you, everybody cheering.
Yeah, it was good.
Thank you for the trophies, Pushing Geek and Dr. Bob and Hammer's Facts.
Look at those trophies for the D-Man. All right.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome.
I'm still trying to put trophies. If you guys are putting trophies, I'm sorry. I'm trying to put them in as well. Now, is she going to be setting up other alternative ways to send help?
At this point in time, I really don't know. I told you she does have a Cash App, but we haven't figured out how. There's something on there we have to work out. I'm not sure, but probably by the next live stream that we do, we'll have that information.
I would have her work on PayPal. People prefer PayPal because, there's a record for tax reasons and stuff, whereas Cash App there is not.
True. Yeah.
And PayPal, there's more protections. You know what I'm saying? So I would have her work on a PayPal if she doesn't have one. If she doesn't have one, I'll invite her and I can get her money that way.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, if I invite her, we'll both get $10 or something.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, so if she doesn't have PayPal, we'll do that. And then I'll be able to donate $10 that way. And then I can send her the $10 I make.
I'm going to have to do that too. But for now, guys, you know what time it is.
Thank you, D-Man. Yes, I know what time it is. Give me a minute. I can't get to the stickers yet.
Okay.
Okay. Guys, this is the time. All right. We've been showing this link. I didn't drop the link in the chat yet.
Oh, did we not?
We did not.
Oh.
So guys, here's the link. I know you can look it up based on the title, but that's probably easier just to get the link. Push in, give me a second. I'm going to search that. Give me a second because that doesn't look right, but I could be wrong. Hebrew, you need me to do the thing, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, here's the thing.
There's the thing.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
All right, I do believe Hebrew is having a smoke break at the moment, everyone. Splatter, you're playing something in the background and we can hear it. I muted him because I don't want to get Hebrew's channel copyrighted. So, yeah. I'm just going to sit and play with the stickers because I can't put anything on the screen, and I'll show you the Taco Tuesdays stickers. And I'm sorry, I just love this little bunny. I love the bunny. He's so cute. No, that doesn't get old. You're right. Like that let's all go to the lobby thing. Love it. I love it. I wish I had a video to play for you guys. I don't. Hero didn't give me one. So we're just gonna hang out and talk. while we wait for Hebrew to return. So, didn't that candy used to be a carton of cigs? Yeah, probably. Oh my gosh, what is that noise? I should probably mute Hebrew too. That was pushing. That would be a no. I'm sending it to you now. But isn't Aqua Teen Hunger Force, or is that a Mandela for you? Hammers Facts. Hammers Facts says Aqua Teens Hunger Force. It was like Aqua Teenager Hunger Force. Aqua Teens. Yeah, teen. Yep, that's what I remember, teen. Teen. But this Hammers Facts remember teams because that's what they wrote. It could have been an autocorrect. Hey, Roger, we need to have a talk. I got to talk to you, seriously. So look for an email from me shortly. After, well, not super shortly. I got to write it after the show. I'm doing a show tomorrow night, and I need you there if possible, Roger. That's basically what it is. Oh, wait. I know it's Aqua Teen. Wow, that's loud, Hebrew. I know it's T-E-E-N. T-E-E-N. Yeah. I know it's Aqua Teen. The problem is Hammers Facts wrote Aqua Teens. Teams is how I remember it. That's what I was asking. So for Hammers Facts, it was teams. Oof. Okay. Roger, here's the question. Are you able to hop in on your phone so we can share my show to your channel while you're still at work? I'll email you. I'll email you and explain it. I'll email why. You'll understand. I'll email you because we're probably gonna start around 1:00 my time, which is you're definitely at work. It's still 11. Hey, Ken Raz. I'm gonna mute Hero until he comes back too, because that's like a lot. Let's see if Splatter's turned off the TV yet. Splatter, did you turn off the video in the background? Splatter?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now we can talk instead of just me talking randomly. Hey, Splatter, can you switch from the GoFundMe to the pictures again? Because we're going to talk about the pictures after when he gets back.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, we're going to go back to that.
You know, these pictures here for no reason or what?
Yes, no, we're talking about it. And I have some more pictures. I haven't had a chance to.
Right back to the beginning with the bald lady.
Yep, the bald lady.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, good. Yeah, I muted you because you have a metal door that's brutal.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's just you know, it was loud. So I muted you.
So what about the pictures?
I don't confused.
He's getting the pictures of the bald lady, remember? Cynthia Erivo, remember? We have to talk about
Oh yes.
yes.
Before we do that though, I do have a story I want to talk about.
Go for it.
You know, you guys were talking about Aqua Teen Hunger Force, right?
Yep.
And I remember back in the early 2000s, and it was 2001 because I was working at Walmart. I think I started in October of 2001. But I had met someone, and this is someone, I probably mentioned them before. Their name's Jenny. And me and Jenny had an interesting couple nights together.
Huge.
And what was interesting was this was a person that for the first time in a really long time in my life at that time that I really had any interest or anything in common with. And the thing is, it was really nice because we stayed up all night talking, just talking, not doing any shenanigans, nothing like that, just talking until the sun came up. And I can't tell you a time after that, or even before that, really. Well, yeah, there was times before that because you'd have, you know, friends in high school that you'd stay up all night with on the phone or whatever. But this was, you know, I was in my 20s, and it was one of those moments in time that you will never get back ever again. And in the early 2000s, it seemed like to me, at least to me, what we were in, we had it good. Like we had it good and we didn't even know it. Even after, you know, 9/11 and whatnot. Up until, it seems like up until around, I would say 2010 or 2012
Yep.
is when things really started to change, when things really started to shift.
Yep.
But my point is, I didn't even cherish what I had back then because even though me and Jenny had something good going, and this always happens to me, no matter what, or it used to happen, it doesn't happen anymore because people don't do things the same way they do anymore. They don't go to a diner at 2 or 3 in the morning and sit and talk and just drink coffee and enjoy each other's company. That's not the way dating works anymore. And partially I blame social media, but
I mean, wait, stop. You could do that. Why don't you? You could.
what are you talking about?
I'm talking about, like, I have 2 diners around the corner from my house and people do that all the time. Why couldn't you do that?
I can't do that. Not the diners I have now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not since 2019. That all changed.
Ours are still 24 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, again, that could be because it's a small town
Mm-hmm.
for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
but getting back to what the point I was trying to make, though, is that was a really good time that I had with a really good individual. Who knows where that would have went? But do you know what happened?
No,
I'll
what
tell you
happened?
what always happens. My ex-girlfriend was drunk one night and came over. And it was like 2 or 3 in the morning, knocking at my door. There was a festival going on. I don't know how many blocks that was from the house, but it was in that apartment. You guys used to see the old apartment.
Yep.
And it was really sad because what I did is I let temptation take over. I basically let the devil talk to me and talk me into doing this. I'm not making excuses for myself. I'm saying that that's most of the time what's whispering in your ear to ruin either a relationship or a friendship or even family, like family stuff. Like that'll happen almost every time. But this was really sad because it seemed to have happened a lot to me back in the day where things would be going good with one person. The other person would have nothing to do with me. And then as soon as I was in a relationship, that other person would want me back. But here's the thing. They didn't know that I told them, when they came in, I'm like, I let them in. That was my first mistake, letting them in. But I did tell them, hey, wait, I can't do this. But again, I let temptation get the better of me. Here's my ex-girlfriend. She's coming back. She's crying on my shoulder. And next thing you know, blah, blah, blah. SEO, yada, 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 that. But I'm saying blah, blah, blah. But, so long story short, I end up with this big fat hickey on my neck. And it wasn't until after she left the hickey, I'm like, stop, I can't do this. I can't do this. Will you please leave? And she did, but not until it was too late. She had already left a big hickey on my neck. And I could have put a stop to that, and I could have put a stop to her even coming in the apartment. But again, I felt bad. She was crying on my shoulder and stuff. And that's what always ruined me. I mean, me and Jenny could have had something good going. It could have been something beautiful. But my stupid ass, I'm in my 20s. I'm still spry as hell. And, it's a weird feeling to have your ex just kind of, because it's something that you think that you want to happen. But when it does happen, it's either the wrong time or it's at a low point of your life when this usually happens. I mean, think about this. How many times have any of you been alone for an extended period of time and then you meet someone and then all of a sudden, right when you meet them, here comes your ex or somebody from your past coming down the pipe to ruin things. They don't know that they're ruining things. It's just Sarah Deputy steps in and says, well, sorry, dude, but
It's never happened to me.
we're going to put you through this test.
I'm sorry. It's never happened to me.
Really?
Yeah. All right. I think your 20s is when that is more like the most likely time for it to happen, where your exes come back like that. I think in your 20s, like that's usually by the 30s and 40s, people realize that if it didn't work out the first time, it's probably not going to work out. Usually, not always, Hebrew. But for me, the exes came back randomly when I was single.
We do have some people in the chat they understand what I'm talking about. They've
No,
had
I
that
understand
happen
what
to
you're
them.
talking about, and I believe it. I'm just saying I've never experienced it. The only time an ex came back when I was in a relationship was my your big high school love. He showed up at the door. All right, listen. So in my 20s, he would show up repeatedly. Okay? We were always single.
Yeah.
Right. Or so I thought he was. He was not, and I was not happy. And that was the last time I saw him. Until he showed up at my door. Because it was never like a relationship was rekindled. It was just like hanging out for 2 days, then you're gone again. You know what I'm saying? But the last time he showed up at my door, I had just gotten engaged. like a week earlier, I got engaged, and he comes in. I invite him in. My family's there, 'cause it's my mom's house, and he basically came to tell me he got engaged. It's like, so did I. So that was the last time I saw him. He came to my house to let me know he got engaged, like to say goodbye, which I thought was sweet. And I got to tell him I was engaged too. So it was like a perfect, our childhood's done, so it was sweet.
I can remember. Hold on a second. Hold on, folks. I'm having some technical difficulties.
It's hard to understand you because you're far away.
I know. I'm coming back. Grabbing my stuff. Yeah, it's weird because in my 20s, I lived in this area where it was kind of a party town. Like it was a college campus, or it was nearby a college campus. And every weekend, I had good opportunities to meet people. We would hit every bar in town. And then after the bars closed, we would go to fraternity houses and hang out there. And, you remember the old, like $1 a cup or $3 a cup, the frat houses. There would always be an after hours bar somewhere, right? So I was meeting a lot of people back in those days. Sometimes almost always the wrong people, but you would meet someone every once in a while that you would get in a relationship with, at least for me. And it seems like the relationship would last for a while, and then all of a sudden something would happen, like they would either move away or you would have someone else come into your life and you had a decision to make. It was like I had decisions back then. And now in my 40s, those decisions are very thin and far in between. And I think a lot of reason for that is people have gotten to the point where, number one, they don't want to leave their house anymore. Number two, they aren't as active for health reasons as they used to be. Number three, as I mentioned before, you have social media, you have dating sites, you have all these other things that, why should you leave your house? You know what I mean? You got all the conveniences of talking to people, across the country even. And which that's kind of dangerous. I would never really recommend that unless you get to really know the person. Maybe meet with them a few times in public somewhere, and then, but back in the day when you wanted to meet someone, that's how you did it. You got out into the world. You could either meet someone like out in the park or at a laundromat or at a bar. Bar's probably the worst place you can meet someone, but it was a roll of the dice, just like anything else. But my point is, you could always meet people, like, and there was actual dating, like the two of you would actually go someplace. Like, I remember several times I would have someone over at my apartment, and we would just be sitting there talking, like I mentioned about Jenny, and watching TV or just having it on in the background and getting to know each other. And it was intimate, and it was what's the other word I'm looking for? It was just different. Okay, I can't really explain it. It was a different time, and everything felt different. Like, you watch TV shows, like old TV shows like Seinfeld and stuff, and you see him like bringing women back to his apartment and all this stuff. That's kind of the way it was. It was kind of like that. That's what dating kind of felt like. And nowadays, you can't really do that. Number one, I feel like there's more dangerous people out there. Number two, they have more information than what was ever available to us, which is kind of a good thing, but it can also be a catch-22, where that thing that I said earlier about not wanting to leave your house and not knowing the dangers, what's out there, and blah, 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 and so forth and so on. But there was dangerous people back then too, but it seemed like it was just less, and now it's more so. I don't know how to explain that, but it just feels that way. It probably isn't that way, but it just feels that way. Because you had crazy people like Ted Bundy and stuff like that too. But I mean, like, I don't know. But it just seemed like things were simpler. It seemed like the times were more easygoing, more relaxed. I didn't have as much anxiety. And I think that's another thing social media does, to me at least, is gets me to where I'm comfortable. I'm more comfortable talking to complete strangers online than I am talking to people out in the real world, out in real life, if that makes any sense.
Well, yeah, you've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
You haven't been socializing. You haven't been socializing for years. So it makes sense that you would feel more comfortable doing this. You've forgotten how to do the other thing.
And now, you know what? It's weird because I miss certain cues. Like, I'll be in the store and I'll be talking to a woman and the flow's going good, but I don't realize that because it's like, is she flirting with me or is she just being nice? It's one of those things too, because I think a lot of reason for that is because we're scared now more than we ever were, because you could get accused of stalking. You could get accused of being a creep. You could be accused of the things that used to be normal, like calling someone and saying, I miss you, I want you back, and all this. Today, that kind of behavior is considered stalking. That kind of behavior is considered toxic. But way back when, it was romantic. a lot of the, I mean, yeah, there was creepers back then too, but I'm saying like more so now the term stalking, for an example, wasn't thrown around as much as it is now. Like to me, a stalker would have been someone that would follow you home and be lurking outside and be on your porch every day. And, you know, they would be in your personal space like all the time. And they would be more creepy to me. But now, if you are on someone's Facebook page and you comment on their stuff or you thumbs up it or whatever, now that's considered stalking. So to me, there is a huge difference. There is a huge difference than there was like back in the late 90s, early 2000s. I don't know. Is it just me?
I don't know. I never heard of giving thumbs up on someone's Facebook being stalking.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
no, I've gotten that before. I'm sure a lot of people have too.
I don't use Facebook like that anymore. I haven't used it like that for years. So
Yeah, even if I know I disagree with that one totally.
yeah, I don't think it's considered stalking. I mean, if they're liking every post going back the last 10 years, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, yeah,
Maybe.
there's
But
certain
even that's iffy.
there's
That's just someone
certain
liking
etiquette
posts.
for these things. But here's the thing also. Just because you're agreeing with what they're saying on you know, I can't help it that you're posting like every hour in the hour and it just happens to show up in my feed either. You know, it's like, well, am I supposed to, should I just thumbs up every 10 posts? You know, should I just thumbs up every other post? Or I don't know. What is considered going too far? I mean, for real.
constant messaging.
Showing up at their house.
Yeah,
Okay.
showing up at your house,
Oh, well,
calling
yeah.
constantly. Still doing those things when you've been told not to. I don't know. I'm trying to think of more, but I don't think
Yeah.
liking a post is stalking.
But here's the thing also. Back then, back in the day, people used to do the pop in. They used to show up at your door. And I think people started to realize, well, that's kind of creepy. Maybe we should stop doing that. Maybe we should, you know, plan stuff. Maybe we should have boundaries, you know. But if you can recall, and if you're totally honest, like everyone be totally honest,
Mhm.
you can recall a time where that kind of behavior was even considered to be romantic. Not so much in real life, but if you recall correctly in the 80s, a lot of the movies that we saw, that's kind of the behavior that the men displayed in those movies. Like, I mean, think about that one movie, Can't Buy Me Love or whatever it is, where the guy literally stands underneath that girl's bedroom window with a boombox. And there's other movies like where the guy, you know, he goes to the church to stop the wedding and stuff like that. But there was a number of women that actually did find that romantic at one time. And I do realize like the things that we find romantic in one time period are things that are outdated by the next time period. And I get that. But does anyone ever stop to think of how creepy that was back then? Like even for back then, like you had songs like I'll Be Watching You and stuff like that that were considered romantic, and now you look back on it, you're like, man, I don't know. That was creepy. Like, is it me Is it me you're thinking of, or whatever that song is? You know, and then there's
Yes.
Lionel Richie popping up out of your cake or something. I was thinking back in the day, like when Jimmy Fallon used to be funny. He did have a skit one time where he had he had Richie on there. And they were doing that song, you know, and they had him pop through this, I don't know, his head popped through a, like, you know, like the turkey thing that you lift up, and there was the turkey underneath. What it was that same thing, but it was Lionel Richie's head would pop up. Is it me you're looking for? Yeah. It was, I don't know, it was crazy. You'd have to see it.
Okay.
But yeah, you know, the things that it's just so weird to me that the things that we used to find romantic, only because those movies romanticized creepy things. Was it because the movies romanticized creepy things, or was it because they were creepy and they were always creepy, but we never saw them as creepy? I mean, I don't know. You got like a chicken and an egg type of thing going on here.
Is Splatter still with us?
Yeah.
I might have put him in a trance or put him to sleep
Really?
with all that.
Yes, you did.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
But are you noticing this scenario that you just laid out for us
What's that?
in your life now?
Huh?
The scenario that you just laid out for us, going all the way back to the in the 20s, the girlfriend's coming to the door. Is this scenario playing out now?
What
Could
do
it
you
be?
mean? No, I know what you mean, but I'm not going to say or not if they are or not.
No, I said, could it be?
Could it be? Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So I was wondering why you were bringing it up, why it was on your mind.
I was bringing it up also because those were such good times. Those were the times in your life, like in your 20s and even in your 30s. And you don't realize it. And when we were in our 30s, we thought we were old, by the way, or at least I did.
Yeah. I see, now that I resonate with, because at 39 is when I got sick. So you don't realize, like, you know, had I known I mean, there's no way to know, obviously. But had I known that I only had till 39 to be able to travel and do things I want to do, I would have done it more.
Yep. Yeah, you don't know what you have until it's gone.
Mm-hmm. But as for society, there was a major shift after 2010 when social media really took hold, and everyone had iPhones in their pockets. It changed everything.
I never.
It did. It changed everything.
All the social norms too. The social norms changed. I noticed, like, you know, you go into a restaurant, for an example, and you see a couple. They're sitting across from each other. What are they doing? They're on their phones.
Yep.
They're not maintaining eye contact. They're not having dialogue. They're not having meaningful conversations. They're not even really getting to know each other. And I think a lot of that is why people fail in their relationships nowadays. Now, I know people failed in relationships back when too, but it was different. And here's the other thing is when you were with somebody and then you guys would break up you would have time to miss each other and to think, or you would have the time to go, oh yeah, that person's probably wasn't right for me. And you could make the decision to never talk to each other again because all you had was like in wall phones, or even when we had like the flip phones, like the old cell phone, the flip phones, we had that option just to like never talk to that person again. And now with social media, everything's instant gratification. You break up with someone, you're all over their social media, they're all over yours. How on earth are you going to miss someone and truly make that lifelong connection, or make that decision that maybe that person's not right for you if you don't have time, that separation time? You know what I'm saying? Now everything is like, oh, I miss you. Oh, I miss you too. Oh, let's get back together. You know, it happens instantly. Whereas back in the day, you had time to think things over. You had time to get over stuff. You didn't think so much like, who is she talking to? Who is she with? You did, but you couldn't. There was no way you could look that up. Now you could just get on someone's social media and go, oh, geez, she's with that guy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and you can even do like complete actual background checks online.
You can also totally block somebody.
yeah, I mean, that's, yeah.
Did you hear what Splatter said?
What's that?
You could also block them.
Yes, that's true. But it's hard. It's hard to do that though. Like, I've had a couple of people that I did that. I like dropped them like hot potatoes, blocked them, and all that. And then I think, did I make the right decision? Did I? And then you still sit there and you go, man, I want to talk to them. I wonder what they're up to. I wonder. You know, it's that kind of thing. And of course, over time, that all goes away. Like, you don't even think about that person anymore. But if you have that at your fingertips, the willpower, it takes a lot of willpower, or at least it does for me when I'm first trying to get over somebody, to just stay away from them. I don't know.
Which one of you just got the major static?
I got the air on.
Oh, maybe that's what that is. Did it just turn on?
What's that?
I've done
Did it
nothing.
Did the AC just turn on?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that's not all I wanted to explore with that. I wanted to tell that story and just see how many people resonated with it, you know, and apparently quite a few.
Yeah.
But we can go on. We can talk about other stuff. We can get into that video you were talking about.
Well, it's not a video. And it's a meme that you wanted to talk about. And we have comparisons of that meme.
Okay, I see.
And I just realized, Splatter, you're presenting the comparison. We still need to present the meme.
What? What do you mean?
Do we have
Well, no, I'm gonna have to go get it. Wow, there's like major static, Hebrew.
I'm not presenting anything.
Well, here, let me mute up while you go do that. It is my air conditioner. I guarantee it.
Oh, wow, that's so much better. It's like a stress was removed from my ear. So Hebrew will tell you that recently. What?
Why would you need air conditioning in the middle of the night? It was not even summer yet.
I do. It's too hot. It's not about what the season is, it's what the temperature is outside.
Yeah, well, it's not hot yet.
It is here. You're in Canada. We're not.
And we have humidity. We have that humidity too.
Yes. That is true. So I'm going to get that meme splatter, and I'm going to have to ask you to share the meme first so Hebrew can talk about it.
Yeah, I don't even know what else. I'm not sharing anything else. I don't know what you're.
And I'm going to tell you,
I got the GoFundMe thing here.
I don't care what they call it. I call it humidity. I say humidity. They say dew point now, but
Yeah, I know. I know.
It's always been humidity for me.
I agree 100%.
Not really.
For those of you that don't know, I covered that as a Mandela effect. That humidity doesn't mean anything now. It's all about the dew point. And with that, I gotta find this meme. Let's see.
No, we don't really get a winter here. We don't really get the 4 seasons. We hadn't yet. This winter was like nice. Not even a speck of snow.
By the way, Jon Stewart shared the meme because people were saying it looks like Epstein in the meme, but Jon Stewart thinks it looks like him.
What?
It's
Yeah.
funny you should say that because when I was watching JP Reacts, he also pointed out that it looked like Epstein in the meme.
A lot of people are pointing out that it looks like Epstein, but the thing is, like I said, Jon Stewart thinks it looks like him.
Where's this meme you're talking about?
I'm trying to get a high quality version of it.
And it bugs me when someone's talking about something, talking about that. I don't even know what the. Like, yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. Again, I'm trying to get a high quality version of it because everything's kind of blurry. And my internet's moving slow at the moment. Probably because it's being taxed with a, you know, it's moving slow because I'm on Streamyard. Okay, I'm sending it now, Splatter. I'm going to bump the pictures down in the order I need you to. I'm going to reshare the images, okay, Splatter? So
Yeah.
that way, so just wait to share in a second. And that way you can get all the images at once instead of going back and forth. Okay?
Well, I can't share without you anyway, so.
Okay. Just don't grab it yet. There should be 6 pictures now. Did you get them?
Yeah.
That's what you should share.
Okay.
It is currently 68 degrees here because it rained. But when we started the show, we were at 81 degrees.
Nice.
And
Same.
even though it's 68, right now our humidity is 81% and our dew point is 62. So it still feels yucky outside for spring. It doesn't feel like spring. It feels like summer. It feels like June instead of April or late May.
That's another thing I wanted to bring up. Has anyone else noticed besides me that we don't seem to have a spring anymore?
No, yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. It started with autumn. We lost our fall. We'll get like 2 weeks of it, and then it's gone. And now we're in winter. You know what I'm saying? And now it's happening to spring too. But to be honest, in Philadelphia, spring has always been a summer adjacent. Like it's really, really cool. And then it's really, really warm. I mean, I don't like spring. I like fall. And the reason is there's less humidity and the temperatures are nice. Like you're not going to get anything above 75, like 72, I should say, nothing above 72. And it doesn't get too cold. And it's wonderful. The air is crisp. I love fall. And but not Easter. Spring has I've never really been a fan of it because it's humid here. Once the temperatures start to rise, the humidity does.
I will say if fall was anything like the falls that we used to have, where it was like that, that crisp air with the smell of the leaves and
oh yeah, amazing.
Stuff like that, it would be all right. But here's the problem, and I don't know if it's with Philadelphia also, but with our area, when we get fall, it could be anywhere between like 68 or 60 to 30 to 80 degrees.
And that's what I'm saying. We lost fall a long time ago. We get fall for about 2 weeks in October. Come November, it starts getting too chilly. And in September, it's still too warm. Like August extends through all of September now. It's too warm until October.
Yeah, I mean, I can remember times where I had to run my air conditioner in September.
Well, there was one year, a fluke, 85 degrees on Christmas Day. We had the air conditioners running.
I think I remember a couple of Christmas Eves where it was, in fact, a few years ago, it was in the upper 80s. It was hot. It was humid. And we had tornado warnings in December. I can remember that a couple times. And it was jarring because I remember seeing tornado warnings pop up on my screen and going, wait a minute, this is December, right? Like, what the hell's going on? That was weird. That was actually one of the first times that I realized that there is somebody controlling the weather. Like, there is some, I wouldn't say control exactly, but because that's not exactly how cloud seeding really works. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, it takes, like, they don't have it down to an exact science. And I use that term loosely, but like, for an example, like there is, I don't think there's a switch that they can hit. Okay, like, we want to drop a hurricane down on this region. We want to drop tornadoes down on this region. I think it's just random. Like, they seed the clouds, hoping for like rain, basically. In my opinion, that's how it started out. Like, it was started out as an experiment. Like, how can we in droughts. Okay, well, why don't we do this? And then they did that. But then, like, there was no control. Like,
You don't think that they do it to control people?
oh, to control people, yeah. Like, I'll give you a really good example. Here's a pattern that I have noticed. Like, every time, like, nobody watches the local news anymore because nobody trusts what they're saying on the local news. And I think, honestly,
No.
sometimes
No.
because there are people who they do follow the weather from their local
I
news.
trust the local. I don't trust the national.
Well, here's the thing I'm getting at, those splatters. Like, if you notice, if you pay attention, as I have paid attention over the years, the most, like, I notice, like, when their ratings are starting to get really low,
Mm-hmm.
conveniently, here will come a tornado, or here will come a hurricane, here will come a snowstorm. Like, we had a snowstorm.
Oh
You
gosh,
guys had a snowstorm too.
we all had a snowstorm, multiple snows.
And-
We had two.
Multiple. Yeah. Multiple.
Yeah.
That's right. And honestly, to increase the ratings.
Yeah, we had a
Because-
blizzard.
That's right. You did have a blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
How normal is that?
Well, it is normal for us to get a blizzard once a decade.
Okay.
And the last blizzard we had was 2016. So it was literally a decade.
Oh, I see. But I have noticed. Oh, thank God it shut off. I have noticed that in the past, I would say, in the past decade, whenever the ratings on my local news channel starts to get low, there'll be a tornado. And not just a tornado, but it'll be a tornadic event where several lower states, like in my area, it won't just be the one, it'll be several states. We didn't used to have multiple tornadoes in multiple states. That just didn't happen. In fact, I can remember a time when I was a kid, and of course it could have been, me being a kid and not knowing anything, but I don't remember ever there being so many tornadoes, so many wind events. Now there's wind events. Have you heard of this? Like, they don't call it just wind anymore. Like, it's a wind event, or it's a rain event, or a tornado
Weird.
event.
That's
What's
weird.
Yeah, I know. It was weird when I found out, when I saw it on the news. Like, there's a wind. Like, I've heard of wind advisories. Okay, fine. Well, I'll accept that. But a wind event. Now, come on.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was saying was, when we were kid, or when I was a kid at least, I never worried about. Of course, you don't worry about much when you're a kid, but I never worried about the weather. I don't ever remember going outside. Like I said earlier, we would go outside and play for hours. And when a thunderstorm came, we were still out there just playing. It would rain. We just get rained on. You might hear every once in a while, you knew things were getting bad when one of your parents would, holler out the door, "Get your ass in here right now." You knew things were getting bad because that was not normal for a parent to be like, back then at least, be like, "Yeah, get in here." No, they wanted you to stay outside. But seriously, do you ever do any of you guys ever remember being nervous or scared or anxious when there was storms approaching. Unless you knew absolutely, like there were sirens and stuff. Unless
Oh yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm. All I know is I agree with you. Everything seems weird. I don't watch my local news to see a correlation there, but I believe you. I believe that they need to spice things up, so to speak. But I will say, like, there was like, does anyone know when supposedly they began using HARP? Does anyone know like what year?
Started using what?
The HARP.
Oh, the no, I'm not sure.
The 80s?
It seems like it seems like it was later than that though. It seemed like that's a more recent thing to me.
Maybe 90s?
Maybe 90s, yeah. I would agree 90s at at best.
Let me see. 1993. That's when construction began. Functional research operations started in 1999. It
Wow.
became full capacity in 2007. And in 2015, it was transferred to the University of Alaska. So it went from Gakona, Alaska to the university, wherever that is. I don't know where the university is. I'm assuming Anchorage, maybe. I don't know. But what I do know is the weather changed. I mean, there's El Nino and La Nina that can affect things, stuff like that. But
Mhm.
it just seems like weather got like it's a Mandela that there's like EF5 tornadoes and Category 5 hurricanes, and like it ended at 4, an F4 tornado
Now
and a Category 4 hurricane, and
I
now
will
it's 5.
disagree with you on one thing. I will
What's that?
disagree with the E5 thing.
Uh-huh.
And the only reason, believe it or not, is because of a wrestling move. Because I know there was the F5, the wrestling move.
Yeah, but they could have made the F5 because it didn't exist. You see what I'm saying? It could have been that the scale ended at 4, so they called it the F5 because it was stronger than the highest tornado thing.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
I don't know though, but why would they name it? I mean, I get it. Well, it's kind of like the eighth wonder of the world thing, I guess.
It's more extreme than the strongest tornado.
How does that not
Right.
make sense?
That makes sense. Yeah.
So that's actually residue of it being an F4 for the highest tornado.
Yeah.
Brock
I would call that
Lesnar,
residue.
You're right. Brock Lesnar. But didn't you can't see me, John Cena, didn't he have, I thought the F5, wait a minute. Okay, I know that was probably used for a couple wrestlers because I remember John Cena having almost the same exact move, but it wasn't called the E5 or whatever. It's called something else. And then of course he had the 5-knuckle shuffle. But if I'm not mistaken, that's what it was called. And that was before we heard about all these, like the scales, like the E4. Brock Lesnar was the F5. What was John Cena? What was I thinking? Because he had a move very similar.
I don't know the moves.
Or maybe I'm thinking of someone else. FU, that's it. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was kind of basically sort of very similar to the F5.
It was the exact same thing. It wasn't similar.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, I noticed that weather became more violent and stronger since the 2000s.
Yeah, for sure, man.
That's with everything.
This
And then they tried to blame it on global warming.
Yeah.
I would have to say that if I believe anything, I believe in the idea of climate change as it, not as they talk about it though. Climate like either manipulated by man, which we're talking about the weather machines, or just naturally occurring. I don't believe it has anything to do with carbon footprint. I think that's all bullshit. Because if that were true, you're going to sit there and tell me that with only 300 years, 200 years of the industrial revolution, that we had built up that much carbon that it fucked with the climate.
Yeah, it's total bullshit. Because I mean, again, we need carbon dioxide in the atmosphere because that is food for plants.
That's what I was going to say. Isn't that what trees
Yes.
Yeah.
like?
You get rid of the carbon dioxide, you get rid of the oxygen too.
Yeah. It's a balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're artificially messing with that balance.
People are stupid.
Yeah. I agree.
This is Satan
Al
gets into their
Gore
head.
started
Satan
that
rules
shit.
us, right?
Al Gore with his bullshit.
Yeah. Well, Satan gets into people's head because he's controlling this place right now.
I'm sorry, man. I can't hear you.
What?
What was that last part?
I don't know now. Can you hear me?
Okay.
I don't know how you couldn't hear me. I'm right in front of my mic.
No, it sounded just a little bit muffled.
It was for me. It was muffled because you were both talking at the same time.
Oh, my bad. But with that being said,
I'm waiting for Splatter to present the 6 pictures I sent.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep. That's what I was. We got to get this going.
What pictures, where, and how?
Got to get I keep going off the rails. I know. I keep.
You said, well, I just want to say one more thing. And that one more thing was like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I tend to do that.
Okay. I found that.
It's okay.
How do I,
Man. As if you didn't know.
how do I show them? I forgot.
You click on the 6 pictures on the first picture, Splatter,
I did.
and then you share your screen.
But isn't that the way we normally talk? Like we will have a whole ass fucking phone conversation and we'll say, well, I better get going. And then next thing you know, something else will come up. And then next thing you know, it'll be about 3 hours. I'll be like, man, that was long enough. We could have done a show on that.
Yeah.
Like, how many times have I canceled a show and then talked to you for that same exact amount of time that we would have actually done a show?
I know. Pushin, what is the video? Because we still have a lot to get to. There's a link in the chat from Pushin. He says to play the video.
Yeah, I can't click that. It's unclickable on my end. Because I'm not in the chat. Yeah, because I'm not in the chat.
Same. Spider, you're still not presenting.
I don't know how. I've forgotten how.
In Messenger, you click on the picture, you make it big, and then you share your screen and share that window. You've forgotten how to present in Messenger? You always do.
I know, but I forgot. I don't know. It seems like I haven't done it in a while or something. I don't know. Copy image link. Sure. I don't know. Screenshot.
No, window. You're sharing the Messenger window.
I like that comment.
Messenger.
All right, look, I have an idea.
Hold on.
Splatter, stop what you're doing. Get the link from Pushin. You guys can react to the video while I put it in Flickr.
I've totally forgotten how to do this. I can't believe it.
So, Splatter, grab the link from the chat from Pushin.
That is a hell of a dad joke. He says,
Ethiopian.
I wouldn't risk phone sex nowadays. Next thing you know, you've got hearing aids.
We don't do that. We're not doing that.
We're not doing what?
Oh, I'm just looking at I'm just closing off stuff. Never mind.
Okay, well, like I said, Splatter, stop what you're doing. Grab the link from Pushin in the chat before it disappears. And share that so I can put the images in the Flickr.
Well, I'm not in YouTube, so that makes a big difference. Okay, I got it now. I'm not in YouTube, so that makes a big difference.
This is the shuttle's fuel tank. It may only be 130 miles to...
Do you have the link?
Yeah. Fuck.
Do you have the link?
It won't copy. I'm jumping around.
I'll be right back. Pushin, can you send it to me on Messenger, please?
Yeah, it keeps on jumping around and jumping. I can't get it.
All right, can you mute YouTube because we hear it? Thank you, Pushin. Hebrew, where'd you go?
Who, me? I'm just trying to keep the static down.
Okay, I have the link. I'm putting it in the private chat, Splatter. There you go. There is no static right now, Hebrew.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what was causing that noise. I don't think it's your air conditioner.
I don't think it was the air conditioner.
That's what I was trying to say.
Might have been aliens.
Might have been.
But, or it could have been someone listening in. Who knows?
Did we ever get a reply from Silkova about the entity?
I don't believe so.
Spire, the link's in private chat for you, so you can just share from there.
Who's sharing what now? Huh? What? Who?
Push and put a link in chat. It's in the private chat. A
Okay.
video to share. And while you guys react to it, I'm going to go upload the pictures to Flickr because Splatter forgot how to share from Messenger.
Oh man. Splatter, what happened, buddy? You've been doing it all this whole time.
Years.
What happened?
I say he's been doing it for years. I don't know.
Well, now my ears ringing.
I don't know where Splatter is. He's muted or something. And he's still not presenting, so I can't do anything.
What am
Well,
I
you
supposed to do
got-
here? I don't know.
What'd you say?
What am I supposed to do? Where am I?
Present
What's
the
happening?
link in the private chat.
Which one?
The one that I just put in there at the bottom.
I just had that up.
You weren't presenting anything. That's why I was sitting here. There was nothing to show because you weren't presenting.
I'm getting a little worried about my dude Splatter here. You all right tonight, man? You tired?
No, I'm not. I'm not having a bad day. I told you that.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry to
I don't
hear
know what,
that,
I don't.
guy.
I feel like just like hanging up right now. I don't know what's happening. I'm frustrated. I hit share. That doesn't do nothing except for share it to people.
Sandy
you-
been
No, Splatter, you must not be in StreamYard.
StreamYard, it's right here. Okay. I'm in StreamYard now.
Good
Yeah,
night,
you
Daniel.
share. Good night, Daniel.
I'm gonna
You
turn on. I'm
share
gonna kill everything I see.
You have to share your screen from StreamYard.
I'm gonna kill this. I'm gonna kill this. I'm gonna kill this. I'm gonna kill this. Okay, now it's just me and StreamYard. There's nothing else here.
Okay, in the private chat, open the link in the private chat in another window or tab.
How the hell do I do that?
You right click on the link and open it in another window or tab.
Okay, I got it.
And then you go back to StreamYard and you hit share screen, window, and then you choose the window that you have the video in.
Splatter's like, man, I don't get paid enough for this.
No, today
No,
my-
I'm like actually confused though. Like I'm actually confused. I'm worried that he forgot how to do something he does all the time. That worries me.
Yeah,
I don't know what to do.
for real though.
No, this is more than human error, Dry. That would be like you drive to your work every day and then one day you wake up and forget where your work is.
Well,
This
it's not
is-
that bad. I just forgot how to do this. Totally. I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. You forgot how to do something you did last night. You forgot how to do something that you have done almost every day for 2 years. That's scary. I'm worried.
What am I supposed to do? I don't know. It seems like nothing. I'm doing the right thing, same thing I always do, but just nothing's working. That's what's happening.
Hold on for a minute. Okay, so let's walk through the steps again. you open the link in the private chat in another tab or window.
I did that, right.
Then you go back to StreamYard. You hit share screen, and then you choose the option for window or tab.
Okay.
Then, when you do that, a window should open up, and you choose the window or tab with the video.
I think I got it now.
He's got it. He's got it, guys. Okay, guys. Guys meaning Splatter and Hebrew. You guys react to this while I go get those pictures in StreamYard in Flickr so we can look at them. I'll be back. Go ahead. Go ahead, guys.
Play it now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Despite the cost, however, NASA does need to test these engines once in a while. So they built this place in the wetlands of Mississippi.
Cloudmaker.
The first thing they installed was a huge loudspeaker, through which they played white noise to simulate the sound of a rocket. They then sent a number of trucks in different directions out into the wilderness, and the drivers were ordered to stop when the noise levels became acceptable. This gave them an imaginary boundary line, and anyone living on the inside of it was offered a simple choice. Stay, and you'll never hear another television program as long as you live. Or take the NASA shilling and get out. No one stayed, and NASA ended up with exactly what it wanted. 125,000 acres of nothing. They even had to move 5 cemeteries because the noise they were planning on making would wake the dead. Don't worry if you can't hear what I'm saying. I couldn't even hear myself. This is the loudest sound you could possibly conceive. And as it turns out, the cleanest.
Looks like me every time I try to open up a window.
Now, the most amazing thing is that that cloud up there, which was generated by the engine, is just a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen. It's water vapor. And in about an hour's time, someone in Mississippi is going to get wet washing. It will actually rain. I told you. It's raining. That's unbelievable.
Oh man.
NASA's playing God.
Yeah, that's
weather.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
That's crazy, dude. I mean,
weather manipulation, but that's just in one little area. I don't know. Do they do that? I don't know. I could do that everywhere.
weather manipulation.
Yeah.
Think about it. Manipulation. That sounds about right. And honestly, here. All right, we could.
This is 1 hour of the.
I'm pretty sure we need to stop it here and talk about it.
Yeah, well, I just had to end it. Yeah.
But
what's with this guy?
I don't know, man.
Just switch to a different subject.
What about
altogether?
woman manipulation? Yeah, well, I can't say that, or it would be sexist.
What?
The comments. Look at the. Can you see the comments?
Oh, I don't see the comments.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's.
I'm just trying to get rid of this here. This guy off the screen here. I don't know why he's there. where he came from.
Oh yeah, D-Man, I remember Yahoo Chat. That was awesome back in the day. I'll tell you, there was nothing like coming home on a Friday night and drinking Goldschlager and getting on Yahoo Chat drunk and arguing with people for hours about nothing. I mean, it wasn't like the form of social media that we have today. It was well, it was different. It was we were arguing about stuff like comic books and television shows and
Jenkins. That was a stupid joke. I didn't like that joke either. I thought it was like lame.
What joke?
I had to move graveyards. Get the fuck out. That's just stupid.
But did you ever do that, Splatter? Did you ever get on Yahoo Chat?
No.
Never?
No.
Huh. You know, I actually met my son's mom on Yahoo Chat. That's how I met her. Actually, I met a couple women on Yahoo Chat back in the day. There was one that lived about 3 towns over from me. I was surprised about that. And then the one my son's mom is from Connecticut, and she actually flew over here to be with me, and that was the first time I experienced something like that. Someone who had enough interest to fly and come see me. First time I had that happen. And oddly enough, it was in Yahoo Chat. Started the whole thing. But I think we're supposed to be talking about Twitter manipulation.
Oh, I guess.
You know, it's weird because they say this has been going on since like the 70s. But maybe that first, and I say this this very lightly, the first moon exposition, the so-called moon expedition. Maybe that was the cover for where we're doing experiments on Twitter manipulation.
Well,
you see Pushing's comment? Wow, I never met a girl who could fly.
You know, I was kind of thinking that in my head, like when I said she flew over to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That didn't come out the way I hoped. But I'll tell you, Yahoo Chat, that was sort of like the first. I mean, you had MySpace and stuff like that, but that was kind of like the first like comment section type of thing where people would get in there and they just argue over the stupidest shit. Like I remember. I don't know. Maybe just me.
Splatter, can you please grab the Flickr oh, you're already on it. Good job. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
See, he's returning back to normal.
No, I'm not.
That scared me. All right, this is the meme right here. Just stay here, Splatter, for a few. Go ahead, the hero.
Well, here's the thing. I have some thoughts on this.
This is disgusting.
First of all, I do believe it to be blasphemous.
Oh, yeah, that's the words I'm looking for.
Absolutely.
100%.
100%.
And I'm not trying to make excuses or defend it in any way, but I will say that I think that he's out of touch with his voters. And I think that what he was trying to do is piss off the left. I think he thought, well, this, because he made a weird statement when they were talking about this. He's like, well, I think it looks like I'm a doctor. I'm like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Your hand's glowing and you're wearing white and red. Are you serious?
Yeah. That's what I'm like. No, he knew what he was doing. He
Yeah.
knew. I think, in my opinion, he didn't realize like it was, which I don't understand that, because there's several times where he gives speeches where he puts Jesus first, absolutely above everything. And there's other times, like this isn't the first time he's kind of done something this goofy. This is the first time I think that I can remember where he's made himself to look like Jesus. And they say that it was so and so. I forget who that actually the person who actually does his social media. But he has to approve of it. I mean, it ain't like this went out without him seeing it. He did that on purpose.
Okay.
And I don't understand why.
He Astral said, I think he's attacking the Pope. Well, then why wouldn't he make the Pope Jesus?
Yeah. What do you need a Pope for? What a joke.
And that's the other thing. That was one of the excuses, and that doesn't make any sense. If that was the excuse, but also that whole thing. Why did he turn around and say, "Well, I think it looks like I was a doctor"? Well, no. A doctor with a red cloth and glowing hands, like he's putting his hands on them like Jesus would to heal somebody.
Wait, can I say something to something Splatter just said?
Okay.
Splatter, why do we need a Pope? Because according to Jesus Christ, who established the Catholic Church, he decided that there would be a Pope by appointing the first Pope, St. Peter. That's why there's a Pope in the Catholic Church. Because Jesus said so.
Did you?
Sorry. Really? Actually, yeah. It's in the Bible. You can go read it. Yes. Because that's definitely one thing we learned about in Catholic school. Like from the Bible, from the verses. Like Matthew and stuff like that.
What did it say again?
That Jesus, when he formed the first church was the Catholic Church. It was what's the word I'm looking for? Not established. That's the word I'm looking for. Jesus established the Catholic Church. The first Christian church. The original Christians were Catholic.
Where's the Pope come in?
Jesus appointed Saint Peter as the first Pope.
What's the Pope for?
That I'll have to Google what Jesus said. Why a Pope? Why did Jesus appoint Saint Peter, not some dude, Saint Peter, as
Well, it may have
Pope
started with St. Peter, but then it turned into some dude.
to serve as the foundational rock upon which he would build his community? Jesus gave Peter the keys to the kingdom. I knew all that part. granting him authority to interpret, teach, and strengthen the faith of the apostles. Peter was chosen to serve, lead, and unify the Catholic Church through divine empowerment.
It says right there, I will call you Peter, and upon you I shall build my church. He said, Peter's the rock, and upon this rock I shall build my church.
Yeah. So what's that got to do with the Pope?
Well, that's what the Pope is. The Pope is the foundation of which the church is built on. Peter's the rock. Peter's the Pope. The Pope is the rock.
It doesn't make any sense.
What I'm saying is the Pope is the rock that the church is built on, and he's supposed to represent head of the church. See what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I don't like it. No, I'm Protestant. Sorry, I don't like any of that Pope crap.
It's Matthew 16, 18 to 19. This is traditionally interpreted as establishing papal primacy.
All I need is Jesus. I don't need no Pope to help me through God. I'm sorry.
and I want to make another point that someone pointed out. You see the figures in the background? You see that figure that's kind of in the middle has horns? Can we zoom in on that? Can you guys see the three what kind of looks like angels?
Yeah, I was going to say, they look like wings to me, not horns.
But
Oh, he's got horns
Yeah,
too.
horns, just
Yeah.
three horns in the middle there.
Yep.
Yeah, then he's got wings. It looks like soldiers around him.
Yeah, it does.
That is the weirdest thing
Jet
about
airplane
this.
here,
I mean,
right? So, yeah, those are soldiers.
besides the obvious, but
And hold on, guys, I'm not agreeing with the Pope now. I'm just saying that the Catholic Church teaches us that Jesus appointed the first Pope, St. Peter. The problem with popes, the problem with a Pope is that they're human, and humans can be corrupted, make mistakes. They're imperfect. They're not God. They're not Jesus, and they're leading people. They're no different than a pastor, except they're a pastor. The Pope is a pastor for every Catholic church in the world.
Yeah, which is stupid. Too much power corrupts, absolutely.
And power corrupts, right? Exactly. But the thing is, the Catholic Church, and it's not just the Catholics that interpret it that way. Other denominations interpret St. Peter as the first Pope, that Jesus said, this is how the church is going to be laid out. The foundation is the Pope, the ultimate teacher.
Yeah, but then when did that get messed up? Because it sure did.
Again, it gets messed up when you go from Pope to Pope to Pope. They're humans.
Yeah.
They get corrupted, and power corrupts.
So it's time to end that Pope. Yeah.
Well, they're not going to end it because Jesus is the one who said this is how it's going to be. So they're not going to end it because then they'd be going against Jesus.
But they're going against Jesus anyway.
and I disagreed with the current, and I disagreed.
Same.
I disagreed with the past, the Pope, the one that passed away.
Same.
I disagreed with him.
Yep.
And I'll tell you why. It seems as though they approved of things and they changed things that I don't agree that they should have changed.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
Exactly. That's my point. That's what I'm saying.
Like, for an example, and this is just a small example, but when we said the words, peace be with you, the response used to be, and also with you. And that should be almost like saying thank you, like someone says something, you say thank you or whatever, but you're wishing peace back onto the other person. But instead of, telling them to go in peace, now you're saying, and with your spirit. See there, you can see a lot clearer there. That angel in the background has horns, clearly.
Wait a minute. There's 3 horns.
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah, there's one in the middle and then 2 on the side.
Hmm.
So it's a crown.
Interesting.
So it might represent the angel of death.
I would say.
The way I interpreted it actually is that it represented a false, not false prophet. What's the word I'm looking for? Like an antichrist, the antichrist.
Right, but it's a crown, it's not horns.
Yeah.
Somebody said aliens.
But I wouldn't even worry about interpreting it. AI made this, so
right.
Alien.
All right.
We live on a spinning water.
Full screen it, Spotter.
Again?
Please. Yeah, put it in full screen. No, not that. Not like that.
Oh.
Out the arrows. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, hit the next image. So it says that. Oh, we're missing one. All right, never mind. Trump removed it whenever, backlash, he removed it. And then go back, Spotter. We're not done talking about this stuff. So everyone's on Trump's case for making an AI photo. Here we have the Wicked Witch of the West, Cynthia Erivo, pretending to be Jesus in real life in a play. But I'm saying, like, not AI, actually on a stage pretending to be Jesus. I mean, acting. She's acting. Okay, next. Okay, next.
Yeah, it really messes things up, though. I mean, like, what are they? Is that Satan's production?
Yeah. Next.
I mean,
so this, though,
race into a female and changing the color.
These are real cards and candles you can buy.
Sick.
That have been around since he's been president.
People are sick.
Definitely, clearly Jesus, not subtly Jesus because of the color of robes, but with the heart and the thorns, and also Michelle, and also they're calling the candles in the bottom left. If you can zoom in, we have Saint Barack, Saint AOC, Saint Maxine, and Saint Mueller.
That's disgusting.
It is. These are very disgusting. I'm just saying.
Sacrilege.
They're all the same.
Sacrilege.
That's the thing about me is
they're all the same.
If you're going to point out,
stay here, Splatter.
What Trump did, and rightly so, you should. But if you're going to do that, then you should be equally outraged by these images also.
Yep. And usually people are.
There's that picture. Okay.
All right, you're staying here so I can explain.
Yeah.
So Josh sent me this picture that his friend James sent him. This is actually from a Vanity Fair article. At the bottom, it reads, hold on, it's so tiny. It's so tiny at the bottom. It says, Roy Khan and Donald Trump in a still from Where's My Roy Khan by Mariette Pathy Allen. Altimeter Films.
Yeah.
Okay. So this image was shared in a Vanity Fair article where they said that Donald Trump is in drag, which the young kid.
Not a chance.
That is, I know. Let me finish. So Josh said to me, "Did you see the picture of Donald Trump in drag from when he was a kid?" And I'm like, "I need to see it." No, I've never heard of this.
That's not Donald Trump.
Let me finish, Spatter. Let me finish. Hold on 1 second.
Sorry, but it's just annoying me.
Yeah, I know. Me too. That's why I went off. I was like, "There's no way." Yeah. So Vanity Fair shared this as real, that is Donald Trump in the Ben-Hur costume. You just need to look at the eyes to know that's not Donald Trump.
Yeah, exactly.
Donald Trump's eyes are far apart and they droop down on the outside.
It looks nothing like Donald
That
Trump.
guy's eyes are intense.
Yes, they are.
That is not Donald Trump.
Very intense.
Donald Trump has puffy, nondescript lips. Like they're very puffy, like he has it looks like he has fillers. And there's like his top lip isn't super defined and he's got a very small mouth. This guy has a larger mouth, very defined upper lip.
I mean, anytime anyone does an impression of him, they do a pouty thing with their lip.
Yeah, exactly, like a duck lip. Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Right. That's not duck lips. All right. And then also this guy has a pointy nose. And his nose arches. His nose arches like arches up a little bit. Like it's like it curves a little bit as it comes down. Where Donald Trump has a perfectly straight slope. Like the slope of his nose, perfectly straight down. And he's got a blunt nose. He doesn't have a point on the end. Keep these things in mind. Because I said, Josh, there's no way that's Donald Trump. And he's like, what makes you say that? I'm like, his whole face.
Looking at it.
Every feature of his face. It's not Donald Trump.
You have to have very poor facial recognition to think that's Donald Trump.
Yeah. So I went about proving it. But I'm upset by this. That one, Vanity Fair published this article, and two, no one called them out for it. And three, if I were Donald Trump, I would have sued them for defamation. Like, take that down. That's not me.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go to the next image.
You think that's Donald Trump? Yeah, you don't know. You think, yeah, that's great.
For anyone who thinks that this might actually be Donald Trump, here we go. Next image.
You got screws in your head.
Okay, so Donald Trump is on the right. Strange Kid is on the left. You can see puffy lip on the bottom, smaller mouth than the kid on the left. Nose.
You don't even need a comparison. That's
Splatter.
Near Donald
Splatter. I'm doing the comparison anyway because Josh thought that was Donald Trump. James thought it was Donald Trump.
Well, get out. I mean,
so if they did, other people do. Let me talk. So Donald Trump, straight nose on the bottom. Kid on the left, rounded nose, pointy. Donald Trump, eyes far apart. Very, very baggy underneath, even as a young kid. And sloped downward eyes on the outside. Kid on the left, intense open eyes. Donald Trump has hooded eyelids, so his eyes seem more closed. Okay, next. Because I'm going to have younger pictures of Donald Trump just so you can compare the eyes. The eyes are the dead giveaway.
It's not even close to Donald Trump. This is
also,
annoying.
Donald Trump's top lip is more like a rainbow art shape, whereas that kid's got the up, down, up, down. He's got the Cupid's bow that's strong.
Zero
Yeah,
facial
his lips
recognition.
are real
if you think
thin
that looks anything like
too.
Donald Trump.
The kid on the left.
Yeah. Thing compared to Donald Trump. Yep.
And Donald Trump has more chin.
Yeah, but you know, he's wearing that helmet, so I didn't even want to deal with the chin.
Right.
But that kid's got a very sharp, intense bridge, like where the eyes come into the nose. It's very, I know there's makeup there making it more obvious.
Doesn't matter.
But Donald Trump's face looks softer than
Nothing
that
like
kid.
that. You have the zero facial recognition if you think that looks anything like Trump. I'm saying, like, it's just annoying.
So let's go to the next comparison. I'm just showing him at different ages, just in case. Okay, next.
Looks more like Donald Duck than Donald Trump. Sorry. No.
All right.
Donald Trump's
Next.
eyebrows are more. I understand you could do things with eyebrows, but
Like
yeah.
I said, all you need to look at is his eyes. He's on the top 3. The kid's on the bottom. And number 2, Donald Trump either has brown or hazel eyes. The kid is bright blue.
Mhm.
Also, I got to say, that top image, if I didn't know that wasn't, I know that's Donald Trump because I put the picture in there, but that could be Arnold Schwarzenegger too.
Yeah, I see.
Totally
I
could-
can see it. Yep.
Yeah.
Nope. Sorry, I got very good facial. I only see people for their actual faces.
That's your special talent, man.
Yep.
But yeah, that not the same person in the slightest.
No.
No. No, especially the deep blue eyes on the other dude. They don't got no deep blue eyes. Like you said, they're hazel.
So I'm going to make a call out to anyone listening. I doubt anyone that has any pull is going to hear this, but if someone has any ear with the presidency at all, doesn't have to be Trump, but someone else on the outside who can get to him, you should sue the pants off Vanity Fair. Get that article taken down. That's bullshit. They're saying this is you in a conspiracy documentary that talks about ritualistic stuff and all sorts of crap.
Yeah, that's definitely defamation.
It is defamation beyond belief.
And it's not like, I mean, obviously he's
Hey, it's
either
noise.
not aware or yeah, he's not aware
Definitely not him. Come on.
because he's sued. I mean, he's sued like ABC and NBC. He sued all those companies already.
It could be that he doesn't think Vanity Fair is worth his time or
I mean,
money.
that could be true. That could be true.
Yeah, because who really reads Vanity Fair nowadays? Like, come on.
But after 60 Minutes did that chopped up interview on him, and that was just horrible. And you know what's pissing me off right now
What's that?
more than anything, and I'm not really allowed to say this on YouTube, Facebook, who, because he was on the flight list, he was never proven to be on the island. In fact, he was proven to be a whistleblower. I'm not going to get into all that right now, but there are people on Facebook who call him a certain name. And then not only that I would actually, well, I wouldn't be okay with it, but I would be able to handle that word. But they don't just, they take it too far and they say he F's, effed, Can't really see it on YouTube. I think
People
that
say lots of stuff with absolutely no proof. People are stupid.
that's exactly where I'm getting at. You're right. They are defamation his character all the way into the ground.
People are parrots.
Almost with no proof whatsoever. No proof whatsoever.
Exactly.
In fact,
a lot of people hear
opposite-
something and they like what they sound, so they repeat it.
The
Either true or
opposite
not,
of
they don't
proof,
care.
because it's been documented. First of all, Epstein didn't even like him, and he didn't like him because of the fact that he blew the whistle on him. Because of the fact that once he found out that he was a creepy little twerp, he had nothing to do with him.
Who wants you?
And I said it before, guys.
Like
I've
he
said
didn't
this
know it
before,
at one point. I think he always knew it.
but I've said this before, and I'll say it again. And I'm not defending any of those creeps at all whatsoever.
They all back each
but
other up.
But just because you're at a party and people are doing dubious things doesn't mean that you are also doing dubious things. You're just being associated with that. And just because they have pictures of him with Epstein doesn't mean he was on the island. In fact, I believe him when he says that they were throwing some kind of charity event and he needed the plane, and Epstein had all the planes, of course. And he had Epstein in Mar-a-Lago until he found out what a creep he was, and he called him out. He called the police. There are police reports. There are statements from witnesses that saw him, said he didn't do anything, that there was no shenanigans going on. And those pictures, by the way, there are pictures that I know there are pictures circulating, or they've been circulating with him, 2 young girls or whatever. I think that's his daughters. I think that's what that turned out to be. And somebody had photoshopped something, but they got found out about. They got caught. And here's the third and final thing. I know it has nothing to do with this, but it does in a way, because we're talking about his defamation of character. The thing is, where the hell was I going with this? Hold on, I'll get it back here in a second. The thing is, what? Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. If he did all that horrible stuff, if he did anything, it would have gotten found out about. He allowed the FBI to go through his home, to search through his things. He cooperated with them. Now, if he had something to hide, why would he, number one, cooperate with the FBI? Number two, it would have been found out about a long time ago. And number three, the previous administration, and I know we've talked about this before, but I'll mention it again, had access to these files. It had been sitting on their desk for 4 freaking years. You're telling me that they're not going to use, if they had gone through any of that, that they wouldn't have used that against him to keep this man from becoming president? Seriously.
Mm-hmm. And then people will say, well, if they did it to him, then he would have done it to them. That's why they didn't do it. You understand?
Yeah, but that's bullshit. And obviously, if they're doing stuff, they need to be called out.
Yeah, they were doing plenty to him that he could have retaliated.
I mean, think about this. They had how many felonies that they put on him? And then still, the judge was still willing to go through with the sentencing. Why? Why? What judge with any sense whatsoever would go through with that farce and see the farce? See, I got a Southern accent, kind of. Why would he go through with that? I'll tell you why. 2 reasons. Number one. The obvious one is he was in bed with the Democrats who wanted to get rid of Trump, and even some Republicans too who were rhinos. And number two, obviously, the most obvious reason is kickbacks. That's my opinion.
Splatter, can you please get the link from the private chat and share the webpage? Sorry, go on, Hebrew. I just wanted to have him get it ready.
Oh no, I mean that was my whole 2 cents on that whole thing. I'm getting sick and tired of going on Facebook and seeing people say they even had a sign. There was somewhere, those construction signs, which I think this might have been AI, but there was a construction sign out. I forget where it was, and said Trump F's should. It said that on the sign.
Yeah, that's messed up. That's
Why do you want me to share this?
And then what's
because I want to show it, Splatter.
What's even worse is I've had people, because I'm a Trump supporter, I've had people on Facebook accuse me. I think somebody had left a comment one time saying, well, didn't I see you in the newspaper being a sex offender? I was like, dude, you're done. First of all, I'm going to block you for that comment. Second of all, how dare you say that to me?
That's disgusting.
That's
like one of the worst things you could do to someone.
Yeah. Very much so.
I got those shoes.
I was like, I'm not even going to waste my breath with you.
Yep.
And furthermore, I'm going to report you for harassment.
What's up, you man?
Because that's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
But the sad part is I've done that a couple of times. I've reported people. Facebook doesn't do anything. They come back to you and say, well, we didn't find anything that looked like harassment or bullying. I'm like, excuse me? I think you better look at it again, because that's definitely bullying. And not only that, again, that's defamation of character.
Mm-hmm. It is, absolutely. Jariah says the lady accusing him of that has just been found to work with the DNC.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
All right, Splatter, you can scroll down. So here we're on Vanity Fair's website. I'm just showing you that it's on Vanity Fair, and if you scroll down, it says right at the bottom that it's Donald Trump. Now scroll up again. The line right under the picture. This is where I got the screenshot from.
Yeah, I see that now. Yeah.
Yeah, but the line is under the picture right there.
Okay.
That little text at the bottom says that it's Donald Trump and Roy Khan.
Yeah.
All right. Can you go to the new link I put in the private chat, please, Splatter?
Yeah.
Thank you. It's Wikipedia. Because I had never heard of it.
Shut up.
Where's the Roy Khan or whatever it's called? I'd never heard of the documentary. So we're going to read a short synopsis about what it's about on Wikipedia.
You get that whiny voice. I'm sorry. My cat knows how to irritate me. Okay, now what am I doing?
You're sharing the Wikipedia page that I just put in the private chat.
Okay.
He should totally be suing them, though. All right, so I'm going over here to read it. It says, Where's My Roy Khan is a 2019 American documentary film. And I'm saying How can you call something a documentary? I guess you can if you're showing original footage, but if you're spreading lies, is it really a documentary? So the film stars American lawyer Roy Cohn. Is it Cohn? Cohn? As himself, alongside Ken Auletta, Annie Roiff, Roger Stone, Donald Trump, and Barbara Walters. The title is reported to be a quote from President Donald Trump as he discussed Attorney General Jeff Sessions' recusal from the Mueller investigation. The plot: the film looks into New York lawyer Roy Cohn, whatever, whose career ranged from Senator Joseph McCarthy's chief counsel in the second Red Scare to former President Donald Trump's personal attorney. I'm getting to the part about Trump. Give me a moment. In the 80s, Donald Trump hired Cohn as his attorney. They first meet at the Le Club in Manhattan when Trump is 23 years old. And that's what the photo is supposed to be. Donald Trump in the Le Club in Manhattan when he was 23 years old. In interviews with Mike Wallace and Larry King, Cohn repeatedly and expressly states that he isn't gay. Furthermore, he states that he doesn't have AIDS. The commentators say that Cohn has developed HIV-associated neurocognitive disorder shortly before passing away. So what they were doing with that photo was trying to say essentially that young Donald Trump and him were entangled. We'll use that word, entangled. And they're saying that that was young Donald Trump at Le Club, and it's not.
Not even close.
The only actual connection to Donald Trump is that Donald Trump hired him as a lawyer. Barbara Walters, however, dated him. Which
if anybody thinks that looks like Donald Trump, they got a problem with their, they got problems.
Mm-hmm.
It looks nothing like him, like at all.
Mm-hmm. I agree, Dr. Bob.
Oh.
So I just wanted to put that information out there. That's complete fabrication, defamation, with photographic evidence that they don't know that it's not him. That's insanity.
Oh, totally.
However, I've not watched the movie. Maybe there is a clip of Donald Trump and him meeting in Le Club, and it's not that, Ben-Hur,
Whatever. Yeah.
whatever it is, he's dressed as a gladiator or whatever.
That's not Trump.
That's not Trump. What I'm saying is maybe there's a clip of the real Donald Trump meeting him in Le Club in Manhattan when he was 23.
Yeah.
But whoever wrote that Vanity Fair article used that image and lied and said it was Donald Trump.
Yeah, and why hasn't he been put out for it? Whatever, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Called out. That's the big question: is why is he being called out? Because that's clearly not. Then again,
Yeah.
there's stupid
Anyway,
people out there, but believe it.
you can stop sharing, though. I just wanted to. That article, by the way, on Vanity Fair was from January 25th, 2019, and it was a Sundance Film Festival documentary.
Oh. Okay, so if that ever was going to get called out, as long as time is gone.
Mm-hmm. Heroes, or anything else you want to talk about before we head out?
Or did you already head out?
All right, while he's headed out, can you pull up the GoFundMe, the top link again, please?
Private chat?
Yeah, the first link all the way at the top.
Yeah. Come on. Fuck.
It's okay, take your time.
Oh, it's my mouse. Just stops.
I know, just take your time. There's no rush. Heber's not even here.
I don't know, but still, it's annoying.
All right. So once again, guys, we are asking everyone if we know most people can't donate. It's the reality of the economy. Everyone's struggling right now. If you cannot donate to help Amazon Lion, we ask that you please at least share it to your social media, because you never know who's looking at your posts, you know? I was at the eye doctor today. I got a new pair of trial contact lenses, and I also I swapped out I recently got, America's Best, where they 2 pairs of glasses for $79. And one of the pairs of glasses I got were way too big for my head. Like, I could not put look down without them falling off my face. They would fall off. They were too big. Plastic lenses, so not lenses, frames. So there's only so much they can do to adjust them because they'll snap. Way too big. So they told me, no, there's a 30-day return policy. You can just go pick out a new pair of frames and we'll get you a new pair of glasses. I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. Thank you. But while I was there, the way their counter is, there's a computer in the center, and then there's 2 places on the side for people to adjust glasses and help people with their account. I was at one of those chairs at the side, and a woman was at the register, the computer, talking on the phone. And here's how that phone conversation went, that I started eavesdropping when I heard this. She was like, oh no, he paid for the whole thing. And I'm like, that's what got my attention. A woman, a single mother with 3 kids that needed glasses, came in. She paid for one of the kids, and she got the eye exams done for the other 2 kids, but she had to wait until she got her next pay or something to get glasses. I don't know the details. But the man standing behind her in line was listening to her story and paid the whole bill. And the woman was telling the woman she needs to come back and pick up the money she paid for the first kid, because he paid for that too.
Aw.
It was so touching. But the point is, you never know who's looking at your posts, who's listening. You never know who can help.
And you don't know their intentions either, but in that case, it was good.
Right. So sharing this, you may think no one's going to help because they don't know them, but you'd be surprised how many people help perfect strangers, but they have no idea who they are. So if you can't afford to donate, please just consider sharing it on one of your social media platforms. You never know who's going to see it and who might and be willing to help. Might be able to and willing to help. That's all. But yeah, I want to share that story because I was like, no way. Oh my God, that's amazing. Like, I've seen people have groceries paid for before, but we're talking like, I don't know, like at least $400 or $500 for the 3 kids.
Wow.
It's kind of crazy. That was so nice.
Yeah. Wow. I'll say this. I have been in those very same situations that you talk about. Like, I'd get in line and I'd get my items up there. Sometimes it would be as simple as like I might have left my wallet, or I might have underestimated my bank account or whatever, but I'd get them up there and go, oh no, I can't afford that. I put this back, put that back. And the person in line behind me would be like, put that back up there, and they would pay for my entire groceries.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Damon Darlin is the guy I want to.
Without even, I mean, I didn't need some of that stuff. That was stuff that I could have probably done without. And, but you know, it's great that there is still some humanity left in this world that you see, and I try to pay it forward whenever I can, but the opportunity doesn't really arise all that much. I think I did pay it forward a couple times, and I think that's the key also, is like, I believe truly that you get back what you give in this world. And I'm not just talking about money, but like, you know, if you're kind to somebody in their moment of desperate need, then you never know. You could be in desperate need of whatever, not just money, but maybe just somebody to talk to, or, you know, someone to tell your story to, whatever the case may be. There's, you know, there's always humanity. And I think we see the best of humanity, in my opinion, is only because they have God behind them. They have the Holy Spirit guiding them. Because I think, honestly, humanity, which is inherently evil.
Oh yeah.
Because we're born into this world with sin. I don't know how that works, but that works. So it's like, you know, without the guidance of Jesus, without the guidance of the Holy Spirit in your life, I'm not saying we would be totally evil people all the time, but that makes it that much, you know, there's just that much more to it. Because I think there's a lot of people who fake it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they fake it. They know they're surrounded by other people, or just like these people who film themselves feeding homeless people. Now, the act is good. They are feeding the homeless, and that's awesome. But the reason behind it, the intent, you know, and I'm not saying they all do it, but a lot of people do it for clicks and likes. And but the homeless person, that homeless person still gets fed. So it seems like it gets done without us knowing that it gets done. Like, God does things through us. I really truly believe that. I really truly believe, like, if someone's praying for something, and just like you can't pay your electric bill or whatever, there might be a technical glitch, or there might be someone who reaches out to you and says, hey, I hear you can't pay your electric bill. Here, how about I do this, and blah, blah, blah. That's how God takes care of us, through each other. And he tells, it says in the Bible that we are to be charitable. We are to be, to love our neighbor, to love our enemies. And I try to do that as much as possible, but I do have, because I am human, I do have enemies that I really, it would really be hard to forgive them. Let me just put it that way. But I would like to thank everyone who participated tonight. I would like to thank everyone who has already donated and is going to donate in the future. Like Sandy said, even if you can't donate, then at least share it. Share with whoever, whatever platform.
And a
So-
link is being dropped in the chat right now again.
What's that?
I just dropped the link in the chat again.
Okay, cool. Thank you. But yeah, this is a friend in need is a friend indeed, you know? That's my philosophy. And me and Amazon Lion haven't always agreed on everything. In fact, I think we're at opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to a lot of things, and even political things. There are some things I think I did, however, over the years, seem to get slipped past her, like change her mind on a few things. But anyway, it doesn't matter because we still are friends. We were high school sweethearts and all that. I think I explained that. If I had, I'll explain it another day for another time, because we will have, I think, at least 2 more broadcasts I'm going to do with this up. And anyway, yeah, I just wanted to say thanks.
But wait.
Yeah.
Before you go any further, I just realized there's a lot more new people here that weren't here when we shared it originally.
Oh my gosh.
We should do a quick recap of why we're raising money.
Yes.
Before you head out. I didn't want you to say thank you and say goodnight. So I wanted to stop you first.
Okay. Yep.
So do the quick recap.
So real quickly, if anyone that's new here that's popped in, this is Amazon Lion. She used to be on the Shifty Sunday show, and me and her, we were together for a few years, couple years. But anyway, the point is, she is struggling with health problems at this time. She is struggling financially. She's also in need of transportation because she has a lot of doctor's visits she has to get to. And so what we're doing is we're trying to help her out a little bit and raise some money, and hopefully my maximum goal would be around 2,000. But the at best, we'll get whatever we can. Hopefully we can reach that goal, but rarely do you ever do that. Or really rarely does anyone ever do that. But anyway, doesn't matter, because I know you people are great. Whoever you are, we have a great group out there, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you. And if you can't, we mentioned this a while ago, but you guys probably weren't in here yet. Who knows? If you can't donate, just share. Please share. I know a lot of people cannot donate, including myself. I could barely donate. I mean, obviously I'm going to, but it's tough times right now. We got a war going on, and the economy was bad before President Trump got in. So there's a lot of that going on, and I understand that. So again, if you can't donate, share it. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
I do believe that concludes Taco Tuesday, does it not?
If you say so. It is your show.
All right, cool.
You just have to do one other thing. You know what that is?
What is that?
Shout outs.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Taco Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
That cracks me up every time.
Yeah, the Taco Bunny is my favorite. Even though we have all these Taco Tuesdays, this is the best.
Uh-oh. My clicker just dropped. Mouse. Oh, no, my mouse is doing... Oh, God. Okay. I'm back in order, people. So we have Pushing Buttons, Michael Fontaine, Jiraiya.
Jiraiya.
Jiraiya?
Magilla Gorilla.
Like Mariah Carey, Jiraiya.
I used to listen to some Mariah Carey back in the day, believe it or not. Noise Guru's here.
Hey, Noise.
And I'll tell you what. I enjoyed tonight's show. I did.
Yes, I did too.
Geekins is here. Nice
Mhm.
to see you, Geekins. You're so cool. And everyone's cool. Everyone's cool. That's all. So who else do we have? Dr. Bob's Nightmare. He's here too. Why did my screen just do that? Guys, I think someone else is. Okay, hold on.
I'm not doing anything.
Well, I think it right clicked. No, it's my mouse. It's acting stupid. Close dry tools. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Okay, back to this. Okay. Scrolling up again. Because I know there's a lot more people in here. I think I mentioned Geekins.
You want me to help you?
I think DD74. Pushing, I think I already said pushing. Was the first one I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Here we got good old Chariot of Faith, man. Good to see them here tonight.
How about that? They're fake gardeners too.
And you know what, Sandy? If you could get the rest, that'd be cool.
Get the rest? Oh, okay, no problem. I can only go by my brain. Michael Fontaine, you said, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I can only see so far. I can only see up to LVK. But I do remember that Astral Fugitive was here. So was Josh. We also had, you said Kitty Cattywhack, right?
Kitty Cattywhack.
Kitty Cattywhack. Earlier, we also had Push It, if you remember. You can feel free to write them in the chat. Let's see. We had Dr. Bob. We had, I may repeat names, but I'm just going by who I see in my head.
Super Sidewinder.
Mr. Super Sidewinder was here, yes. We had a lot of people here. That's why I'm going back and thinking. We had Odin Lush.
Evelyn K. Geekin.
Okay, my clicker's working now.
D-Man, of course. Roger
Yes,
Ledwell. Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, and thanks once again, D-Man,
Astral.
for your donation.
Astral Fugitive.
And Geek. I think Geek donated.
Man.
I think.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, well, that's cool. Thank you.
Quantum Effects.
And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I think it was Geek. Yes, I did. See? You know what,
There
Geek?
you are.
Guys, we need to do trophies up for Geek.
We didn't.
Get
did
up
not.
those trophies, everybody.
And if anyone else donated, because there's, I don't know how much D-Man donated. So if anyone else donated, please let us know so we can do a proper thank you for you.
Or even we can do an anonymous thank you.
Well, no, if they want to be anonymous, but I knew Geek donated, so since I knew it wasn't anonymous on the site, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying we could celebrate an anonymous anyway.
Yes, we can. We have anonymous thank yous. Yes.
Yeah, that's my point. That's all. Thank you.
Hey guys, trophies up, please, for Geekins. Here we go.
Hey, Pushing's got the lions.
Okay, thank you, Pusha. We also had David Knight and David, a.k.a. Logan Freeman. Thank you, Geek. Yanni's here. Forge in the Flesh is here. A.k.a. The Mind. Yeah, guys, if you're still here from earlier and haven't chatted in a while, that will help us with the shout outs. There's Astral. Yanni. We got Roger. Geek says you're very welcome. Splatters trophies.
There's a lot of trophies, my dude.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Give me a moment.
I'll tell you, man. Look at everybody. Look, I liked what was it? Pushing Buttons. He had the lions. Did you see that?
I did see that. I'm thinking, I think I got, that's all the names I can remember. I'm trying. I know there were more earlier.
See, I'm not able to scroll. If I was able to scroll, Roger's here. Good old Roger.
It's a go for tomorrow. Awesome, Roger. Thank you.
That's really all I see, though, but I know there was a lot more in here, though. But
Hammer's Facts?
Hammer's Facts. Thank you. That's a good one. Yep. We
It's
missed
worth
Hammer's
it.
Facts.
I can see him now. I got it working. I think we said Dr. Bob's Nightmare.
We did. But you can do him a double shout out.
I leave.
That's true. GD74?
We got Ken Raz. Yep.
Hey, that's the name I was about to say. That's cool. Puck Elf.
Puck Elf was here.
David Knight.
We got David Knight and David, a.k.a. Logan Freeman.
That's cool. I like that name. David Knight. You know why? Because it's a cross between David Hasselhoff and Michael Knight.
And Knight Rider.
Right. Yes.
Because it's spelled the same way.
Eeyore.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No.
I'm Eeyore, I guess.
Unbroken 1010.
Unbroken 1010. Yes, we did not reach them. We did not say Unbroken.
Tyler Betts.
We did not say Tyler Betts.
Scrolling. Hammer's Facts.
Yep, we just got him.
You're going to the
Okay. Oh, DD74. Did we mention them?
That would be the number. The third time is the charm. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just did that one.
Okay. All right.
I don't remember hearing that one.
Well, see,
I
that's
didn't even know I'm saying it right. Natasha?
Astral Fugitive.
Yep. Yep, we got him.
All right. I mean, that's all I see on my end.
It's okay. I know. I see even less.
Wait. Is my mic on?
So that's when we say, and thank you to everyone else who was here that we missed.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And thank you once again
Daniel
to
Riffle.
everyone who donated. We will be back here either Thursday or we'll just do a Shifty Sunday, whichever one is good, works for you guys. Or we could do both if Thursday works for you guys too.
Thursday?
Yes, Thursday.
I have to do a show tomorrow night. I have to.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm okay with it, but I don't know if Splatter's okay with it. I told Splatter he could take the night off tomorrow to give him a break because yeah, I remember we had shows Saturday, Sunday, Monday, today. Like we'll be doing like 7 days almost.
Ah,
Yeah, you've been working him like a redheaded stepchild.
Right. So I told him to take off tomorrow.
Yes. That's a good idea, man. That's why he's forgetting shit. It's sleep deprivation.
No, he was asleep when we started.
yeah.
But still, man, I mean, that's like you can get exhaustion, operational exhaustion from that, man. Seriously, though. Take care of your health, man.
Yeah, get some rest.
I try.
And all of you in the chat get some rest too.
Yeah, I must admit, I've been through a slump as of late. Definitely.
Good
I'm
night,
sorry.
everybody.
Oh.
Do.
I wasn't ready. I didn't know.
Ah, I know, he's coming out of nowhere.
All right, now you can do it.
Good night, everybody. Do.